Yo, 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 what's going on? What's popping? What's popping? What's good? Yeah, another open panel. Invites. If you would like to be invited and speak on this panel, you will have to give me your email address so I can email you the link to this stream. And once again, the only people invited to speak in this open panel are people who I'm familiar with. If I'm not familiar with you, you're not coming on the panel. That's how it goes on my channel. So it's another open panel. So I would like to speak some more about the curious case of Dr. Spencer Holman, who a few days ago have been known for trying to get a trademark to own the name the Black Manosphere. And you have a few days ago, you had a lot of people in this space, or maybe a week ago, you had a lot of people in this space creating an uproar. And it's funny because now almost nobody's talking about it anymore. So it's basically forgotten. People are just acting as if that situation or that issue that a lot of people in the space had an issue with didn't exist. I find that to be funny. So it's whoop off to the next gossip. That's how it is in this space. But it's funny because when it comes to Spencer Holman, what's going on, Sheed? When it comes to Dr. Spencer Holman owning or attempting to own a trademark to the name the Black Manosphere, a few people argued and alleged that this person, Spencer Holman, is attempting to rewrite history when it comes to this space and attempt to and accuse him of trying to erase the contributions that other people in this space have provided to the space, right? Which I find to be funny. I find that to be funny and very hypocritical when people say that shit, because wasn't that the same thing that the Black Manosphere was trying to do in 2020? When people argue that O'Shea Duke Jackson, Obsidian, and Angry Ho were the creators of this space? Huh? Motherfuckers in this space was trying to rewrite history back then, basically trying to erase what people back in 2008 have done and the contributions that they've given to the space. I mean, dude, about 99.9999% of the arguments that people in the Black Manosphere make today have been taken from the original Manosphere 1.0. All right? So therefore, when you got motherfuckers who last year in 2020 tried to allege that 3 individuals created this space in 2015, meanwhile adopting talking points that was given to the space back in 2008, you're trying to rewrite history back then. So it's very hypocritical when last week niggas was crying about Spencer Holman talking about he's trying to rewrite history. I mean, I find it funny when it comes to the current, what's going on, Mike V? I find it real funny that when it comes to the current Black Manosphere, that they don't realize that they're nothing but the popcorn, the kettle black. They love to point the finger at the next person and accuse the next person of shit that they're guilty of doing. Spencer Holman's trying to rewrite history when he tried to own the trademark to the space. Meanwhile, at the same time, allege that O'Shea Duke Jackson, Angry Ho, and Oblivion created this space. What the fuck? Don't you see the hypocrisy? So, you know, and another thing, I want to give a special shout out to the village arsonists. Shout outs to the village arsonists, because the village arsonists made an excellent point concerning this topic. And it flew over a lot of people's heads. Because last week, what's going on, Gold Professor? What's up? What's popping? You know, what's going on? So, because last week, right, when the village arsonists appeared on Sweet Melody Speaks panel, and they was talking about this topic on her panel last week, the village arsonist brought a very good point. And he stated, and I'm only paraphrasing what he stated. He's stating that how a lot of people in this space create these arguments talking about how we have to be ruthless when it comes to doing business, how black males have to be heartless when it comes to doing business, and how a lot of people in this space love to adopt principles from the book, The 48 Laws of Power, and they like to try their best to execute or apply those principles. You know, and I've heard these same arguments for the past 2 or 3 years in this space. How people talk about how black males can't be quote unquote nice or shouldn't be so-called nice guys anymore. How ethics and morals is something that's artificially made, and there's no real such things as morals. You know, it's not about right or wrong. It's about who wins at the end of the day. Okay. And my thing is, okay. And even the village arsonist, he made the point. He said, okay, if you're going to live according to those principles, then don't be upset when people applies the same principles in a situation that you feel you're not benefiting from. You know, but in this case, when it comes to the curious case of Spencer Holman, when a lot of people argued against what he's trying to do, now you got people talking about how what he's doing is unethical, it's not right, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, hold up. I thought people in this space live by the principles of being ruthless. I thought you guys in this space live by the principle of, you know what, it's not about right and wrong. It's about winning by any means necessary. All of a sudden, when a case happens, when a case like this happens and you feel that you're not benefiting from it, now you want to cry morality. Now you want to cry about ethics and all that shit. Get the fuck out of here with that, man. It's a whole bunch of hypocrisy when it comes to that. What's going on, Complex? It's been a minute. It's been a minute since I've seen you, Complex. I hope everything's good with you. You know, now you guys want to cry like a bunch of bitches. Personally, with me, I personally don't give a fuck about this shit. You know, because like I said in a prior video concerning this topic, that so long as the so-called Black Manosphere online space isn't working together to help advance the conditions of the black male populace out in the real world, then everything else means nothing to me. If this space is not coming together, right? If this space is not coming together and working together to be politically active, to create policies that would combat these racist and or misandrous laws that has been responsible for systematically destroying males, especially so-called black males, then everything else is meaningless to me. Okay? So I don't give a fuck if this dude end up become successful in owning a trademark to the name Black Manosphere and creates his magazine. I don't give a shit about that. That means nothing to me. But this is the case, right? This is okay. This is another contradiction. And now I was thinking about this. See, I never read his magazine. I never owned it, never bought it. But what I heard through the grapevine is that in his magazine, he wrote a list of content creators within this space, basically giving them a shout out, paying homage, right? And then a lot of people whose names have been written allegedly in his magazine that he was paying homage to are upset and want their names removed from that magazine. But wait a minute. But on the flip side, these same crybabies are alleging that Spencer Holman is trying to rewrite history. So if he's trying to rewrite history, how can that be possible when allegedly in his magazine, he's actually acknowledging the content creators in this space? So how is he rewriting history? Because he's not deleting history. He's actually acknowledging these people and the existence of these people and the supposed contributions that they've given to this space. So he have not rewritten history, technically speaking. So those of you content creators who have your names in his magazine, allegedly, and want your names to be taken off from his magazine, but at the same time, cry about Spencer Holman trying to rewrite history, then aren't you assisting in him trying to rewrite history when you want your names removed from his magazine? I mean, if somebody create a magazine called the Black Manosphere and create acknowledgments and actually giving shout outs to certain content creators in the Black Manosphere online space, he's not rewriting history, technically speaking. I'm not saying I'm on his side. I'm not on his side. I'm just looking at things on I'm just being objective. I'm just sitting there just going straight up by observation. Like if somebody says, and if he wrote my name or anybody from 1.0 on his magazine, I don't give a shit. I don't care. I'm not going to be a nigga. I'm not going to be the nigga to cry about it. But my thing is this. If somebody is giving you acknowledgement, right? How is this person then trying to rewrite history, or in other words, trying to erase your contributions from a specific space when that person is acknowledging you? That doesn't make any sense. Like I said, I'm not taking any sides here because I'm not on anyone's side. I'm just sitting back and being objective and just looking at things for what it is. Go Professor says, I have the same sentiment. No one should be mad about producing what is productive and benefits the so-called collective. Yeah. But let's see if it's going to benefit the collective. Let's see. I mean, I just find it I just find it odd when people cry and complain about this shit, because they don't even realize that their arguments is very contradicting. But it's very common for people in this space to fucking contradict themselves so many times, man. This shit is crazy. And can we please stop saying that this space came from the quote unquote white manosphere? Because that's not true. That's not true. Mike V can testify. And also I can testify because I was here from its very beginning. So was Mike V. That this space was created independently from any other space. This space was created independently from any other space. It's just that what happened along the years in 2015 is that Angry Man, or what I love to use, Angry Ho, he just put the label in this space and called it the Black Manosphere. Because what happened is him, O'Shea, Obsidian, or Oblivion, those motherfuckers was working alongside. And I stated this in my video series called The History of the Black Manosphere. I stated this, so all I'm doing is just repeating myself. That when those three and others was members of the mainstream manosphere, what you guys love to say, the white manosphere, right? They was working alongside, especially with a guy named Paul Elam, who's a popular content creator and basically who's a popular figure in the mainstream manosphere. He made the documentary called The Red Pill and what have you. He had a blog site called A Voice for Men, and Obsidian, O'Shea, and Angry Man, all three of them and others were part of that blog, and they was writing for those blogs. And people like Angry Man, O'Shea, Duke Jackson, and Obsidian, they was making blogs talking about things that specifically Black men are affected by. And Paul Elam, once again, the guy who owns and runs the website, he did not want his website to be race specific. He wanted the things that was talking about in his blog. I said website, blog, whatever, his blog, his website, whatever it is. He wanted it to just straight up be about gender politics. He wanted to straight up speak about the effects of feminism and a negative impact that it has on the lives of Western men. He did not want any form of racism to have anything to do with his blog. Thus, he went at odds with people like O'Shea, Duke Jackson, Angry Man, Obsidian, and other people. So, what O'Shea, Angry Man, and Obsidian did, they left the mainstream manosphere, and others left the mainstream manosphere and came in this space where we was already speaking about things that specifically impacts and affects Black males, and they came over here and got popular, and Angry Man dubbed this space the Black Manosphere. Okay? But remember, the existence of this space existed before the label Black Manosphere existed. Once again, I stated this in my video series called The History of the Black Manosphere. It's funny because so many people, like when I go on different live streams, so many people would contact me and speak to me and said, "Yo, Wacky, I saw your video called The History of the Black Manosphere. It was good. You know what I'm saying? Blah, 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 blah. I seen the different parts of it. I learned a lot." But it seems as if you niggas ain't learned shit. When y'all niggas tell me this bullshit, I don't believe you. Because when I told you the absolute truth about the history of this space, which no one can refute, by now, a year later, nobody is able to come up and refute what I said. Because you know why? Because most of these motherfuckers was not there in the very beginning. I was. So it's unrefuted, right? And all the others who was in this space during its very beginning agrees with me. Mike V, Soul in Black, Mr. Research, DC what was this guy? DC the Code Breaker, Wise Nubian, Sorobit Yahoo, Nagon 11, and others agreed with me. Others who was in this space from the very beginning agreed with me. So therefore, it lets you know that what I said when I spoke about the history of this space it proves that it's true. But at the same time, those of you people who will come to me and say that you've seen it and that you learned a lot, it seems like you haven't learned shit. Because at the same time, those are the people who claim to know the history of this space. I would hear them in other live streams, and they would say some complete off the wall bullshit that's not even fucking true. You know, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. What up, R Jizzle? What up, Ayo? What's going on? It's insane. It's insane, man. But going back to the whole Spencer Holman situation, you know, like I expected, a week later, you know, a week done passed since people were speaking about this situation. And it seems like everybody done forgot about it. Everybody forgot. It seems like everybody forgot about it. Now people are going along and speaking about something else. Now people are talking about something else. You know, people talking about the shooting that took place in Brooklyn, New York, where this one so-called black female got out of a car, and it was all caught on video on how she shot and killed another so-called black female, and utilizing that to just speak about how, you know, how the so-called black female collective are just violent and this, that, all that of bullshit. You know, but yet we're still not concentrated on how we're going to help these so-called black boys. I just find that shit funny. I just find that shit funny, man. It's funny. If anybody want to come up and speak on the panel, just give me an email address. You know, put your email address in the chat, and then I'll email you the link to this stream. And once again, it has to be people that I'm familiar with. If I'm not familiar with you, you're not coming on the panel. So if I'm familiar with you guys, and you guys would like to come up on the stream and speak, then just put your email in the chat, and then I'll just email you the link to the stream, and you can hop on and give your piece. This is an open panel. We're speaking about any topic in the realms of intelligence and intellect. That doesn't mean we could go, you know, just because I use the term or the terms open panel in the title of this stream, doesn't mean you could go to the far left and speak about some off the wall shit. Nah. Yes, we this is an open panel. We can speak about any topic as long as it's within the realm of reason, logic, intelligence, and what have you. Yeah, Gold Professor. Yeah, you gotta look back in my video series. I made a video series, like a 5-part video series called "The History of the Black Manosphere." Just go on my page, on the search engine of my page, and just put "The History of the Black Manosphere." I put 5 parts. So, all right. Yeah, Complex. I'm checking you out right now, Complex. Check you out right now, Complex. All right, hold on. I'm going to give Complex the link. Because this shit is strange. You know, and another thing. All right, yo, Complex, I sent you the link. I sent you the link, so look in your email. Yeah. So for those of you who already shot me an email, just let me know in the chat that you shot me the email. All right. And can we stop saying, okay, in this space, can we stop saying that the Black Manosphere is a men's space, is a men's space only? Especially when some of the original, especially when some of the original founders of the so-called Black Manosphere were females. Now, don't get me wrong. This space, what up, Complex? Yeah. So don't get me. Oh, I can't hear you, Complex. Your sound is
Can you hear me? No.
Fix your sound.
The sound's bad. Uh-oh.
I can't even hear you, Complex.
Damn. Okay, hold up.
Is it me or model, or do Complex have some issues with his audio? Because I can't hear him. Oh.
Yo, what about now? Can y'all hear me?
Hold on for a minute. Yeah, I can't hear you, brother.
Wait, what about now? I mean, it shows that you guys.
Oh shit. Yeah. You know what? It's coming from my end. I'm sorry, Complex, because I could hear you now. It's coming from my end.
Oh, wait, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, now I could hear you.
Oh man, because I was looking at the little bubble thing and I was like, really? Y'all, you can't hear me? Well, what's good with you, Jay?
What's up?
I said, what's good with you?
Oh man, I'm chilling, brother. I'm chilling.
Man, yeah, I was catching what you were saying earlier about like the business stuff. And then you had asked, I ain't seen you around in a while. Right. I was like, yeah, because shit's gotten pretty busy for me. So, I kind of just pick and choose nowadays, man, these YouTube conversations, bro. Because, to touch back on that thing you were talking about with like, doing business and all that type of stuff. I mean, like the stuff we're doing now, bro, and shout out to Mike V and, shout out to everybody, Mike V specifically, because he's helping me with a lot of this stuff, man. Like me and him, we talk multiple times per week on a lot of this micro mobility stuff. So, it started 3 years ago as an idea, as a concept. We modeled it out. Now we've got the full kit in terms of a company and some big clients on the table, right? And so that's kind of just 3 years worth of using this space here to model out and build things. And so, yeah, man, when you got people that have been around the same amount of time and don't really have much to show for anything, you know what I'm saying? Like, what have you been spending your time doing?
Exactly. Excellent point. But then again, with a lot of people, it was never their intent to actually be productive and actually contribute to society and help propel the black male collective. The intent, you already know that, Complex. Their intent is just to sit there and be entertainers, all that other dumbass shit. But at the same time, they want to badmouth and talk shit about brothers who's really making a change or really affecting society out there in the real world. I just don't get it. That's some backward shit.
Well, that's why. That's why.
But Complex. Congrats on your endeavors, man. When it comes to your micro transport business, congrats.
Hey, man, it's. I would say it's, when you say mine, I say it's ours, because the way the business model is, you know, we kind of modeled this out in such a way where we were actually trying to show people, and I wish Mike could join the panel on this shit, man. But you know how you build out this new fourth industrial infrastructure in such a way where they call it the sharing economy or the shared economy, right? So there's a lot of meaning to that term shared. Like what we set up basically can be spread to anybody. Anybody wants to get involved and run operations in their their municipalities, and then stack different type of business verticals on top of that. Like this is a bunch of shit that we literally modeled it out on the Brain Trust, dude. So when we get to a point where we literally have all the physical tools, the tech tools, the business, everything's all together, and now we're literally engaging with clientele and stuff. I mean, well, holy shit, that means that you have something to show for all the time that you spent sitting here on YouTube, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And if there were those who were with me, right, who we modeled this out together, it would only make sense then for me to make these opportunities available to everyone else, right?
Correct.
Right. Okay. So, like you said, dude, you know, there's doing it, and then there's how people actually deal with you when you actually do it, versus them not doing it, but them sitting on their ass talking about what we should do.
Right. Correct.
Uh-oh. What just happened to O?
I don't know, man.
What's up, MOT?
Hey, what's going on, man? Yeah, it's the same thing. Like I'm in the Midwest right now. The reason why I'm not really online, because I've been looking at real estate, so that way I can be able to get this school going.
Yes.
So that way we can have people coming through here, getting the type of training and shit that I always talked about for doing with people, man. Like right now, man, it's just the idea phase. We went from the idea phase for years on end, and now we at the action phase, bro. We're at the action phase. A lot of people ain't here, and it's fine. But at the end of the day, you can't make claim to all this kind of stuff because they just never were here or even really serious about it like that, man. They just wasn't. So, you just gotta let them be them. Most of these people come to this space to point fingers at other groups of people who are far more organized than they are, who are far more action oriented than they are.
Mm-hmm.
And that the only thing about concentrating on groups of people who has never even said anything about you, because groups of people that are actually moving, they're not really all that concerned about people who are not moving at all. They're actually glad that you complained about them because they know how powerful they are versus people who really ain't gonna do anything.
Good point. Mm-hmm.
And it's always another person to grab the attention of and point somebody else's face to. And it's like, bro, that stuff really makes you look weak, not strong, man. Because you can only focus on somebody else's gains within the environment so much. Then the question becomes, how come you haven't made the same types of gains within the environment like everybody else is? You see, that's the question that people want to dodge, but you're not going to be able to dodge it for long, though. You're not going to be able to keep dodging that question about what you're doing for long. And it's like, look, the well's going to run dry, and the people who have real celebrity are going to be here, and they're going to be taking all the numbers away. That's just what's going to happen. And it doesn't matter what you built and how long you built it before. What happens when you have actual comedians come here and just start repeating all the same stuff that is out here? Yeah, those people, as many as they are, they're just going to turn around and just go over to those people because they got a bigger name. So it's like, look, this stuff, no matter what it is, it still came down to individual effort in your own private life, no matter what's being said on here. And a lot of people don't want to look at it as that. They think that somebody's just going to build this stuff and then they're just going to invite them in. Like, no, man, they're not doing that. They're not messing with unverified, untrustworthy people because they're going to have to account, well, what were you doing when everybody else was moving and working? And a lot of these people can't answer that question either because, they wanted to hang out and do all this other stuff. It's like, Y'all got to get serious at some point, man.
So
Some people live
what,
seriously all the time. So
MOT, what they were doing was they were waiting to get the female issue sorted out first, right? Because once you get that figured out, then that's when you can get on to, bigger, better things, right? Like building infrastructure and blah, 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 all that bullshit talking point they always talk about. Yeah, that, they want to do that first, and then you get to that, right? And then I say, okay, well, in the scant 3 years that we literally modeled out a business concept on YouTube, from like literally a PowerPoint to literally having all of the software and the hardware and everything all set up, I'm like, damn, you could actually do a lot in the 3 years if, you stop talking about these bitches so much.
no, but here's the thing, man. They only pick weak men so that way they can maintain their power, and they don't understand that you're already the chosen one. You're just waiting on your turn. That's it. So they gonna get around to you. They gonna get around to you.
Oh.
You already ain't doing shit. You already ain't a threat to their power. Trust me, you are the chosen one. It's just that she got to go through all these other bags of dicks before they get to you. That's it. Like,
It's that
this
simple.
is the hard. Yeah.
It's that simple, So, damn. Speaking of male pick-me's, shit. But
Yeah.
damn.
No, they're more like male take thems. They're not pick-me's. They're take thems. They're already there.
Take thems.
They already want to. Yeah.
Take thems.
They already want to cooperate. They already want this thing, no matter what condition that it's in. And it's like, okay, you're like going to be on like the 100th draft choice, but they're still there. So,
Yeah.
as long as you guys will just move on to bigger and better things. And once you become better than her, she's not really interested in you anyway, especially that type of woman. But they're not even trying to get access to the good shit. They're trying to get access to the stuff that they know is going to mess their life up. Right. So they're chasing Stockholm syndrome. I keep saying it. They're chasing Stockholm syndrome. That's what they're doing.
I want to follow up after you.
And the thing is that they're doing all this complaining over a group of females that's of bad quality.
Yes.
That's what kills me the most. They're complaining about, according to them, not having access
to bad quality,
or not yet having access to bad quality females. That just kills me.
So
it's like a dog. Like I stated this before. Basically, they're going it's like a dog chasing his tail. That's what they're doing.
That's why the conversation is circular and it always resets, because it's like a dog just running around in a goddamn circle, right? And I mean, it's like, it's kind of like, dude, it would be like me complaining to one of these factories in China why their product is so shoddy, right? It's like, okay, go to another factory. I'm not going to keep railing on the factory. Why is your shit so shitty? Okay, I'm going to just go to another factory. I'm going to get something else from somewhere else. Okay, that's just sort of like the common sense thing to do. I would say that probably applies to other aspects of life also.
It is. It's that simple. But here we go. This is the excuse that these motherfuckers use to try to reset the conversation or keep the argument circular. When you give a basic, a very simple solution complex, find another factory, then here comes them bring this conspiracy theory talking about, well, the white man is not trying to have you go to another factory, because if you go to the factory, they will destroy you. Okay. They will force you out of that other factory to keep you in that one factory that you're complaining about. I'm like, here we go. They're just trying to keep the argument circular because they don't want no solutions. But go ahead, Complex.
I know. Hey, check it out. You know what the retort to that is? You want to know what my answer to that is?
What's up?
I actually have 2 or 3 factories. See, what I do is we build in systems of redundancy. See, you said intelligence early on in the life. You said you want to have an intelligent conversation, right?
Correct.
That's what you said, right? Okay.
Correct.
So in this business realm, yeah, the intelligent thing to do would be have backup factories, right? A factory that literally makes an identical version of the primary product that you import in, but you need a backup in case their production runs low.
Right.
Right? Yeah. See, so no, you actually need to have a few. So don't tell me about what a white guy's is and isn't gonna do. Motherfucker, I will go and get as many as 5 goddamn factories if I feel like it.
Right.
The fuck? Like this notion, dude. The way we think.
They think
it's problematic, bro. It's very fucking problematic. Like we have this, and I say we because black people, end quote, have a tendency to just aim low and think that there's limits on every fucking thing. And when you do that, it stifles your thoughts. You instantly won't think of certain things because your mind already looks at things in terms of limitations. So you won't even think that you can create things that can actually be bigger than what you intended. How about
you know what I think, Complex? I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not saying, but what I think is that a lot of these motherfuckers just want to create excuses to try to rationalize their laziness. All right, because because really there's a lack of interest and lack of motivation within especially within a lot of so-called black people to just be productive. And of course they don't want to admit this, so they want to try to find someone else to blame to cover up the fact that they're just some lazy motherfuckers. Just say you're lazy. With these types of people, I just would rather have them tell the truth and just say, listen, I just don't want to do shit. I'm just a lazy motherfucker. Yeah. I respect it. Hey, that's honesty.
It's cool. It's cool. Because look, we ain't all built the same, bro. It's all good.
Right.
It's all good. Yeah. Like, just don't fake the funk with me, though. Feel me?
Right. Exactly.
Like, just don't fucking fake the funk with me because I'm a real one.
Right.
And I'll see it, bro. I'll see it.
Most right. Most def. So, MOT, what you have to say? What you have to say?
No, it's just that we know the plan is circular at this point. We know that the reset is about their lack of progress. It makes sense. But you're not going to get these type of people to tell the truth because their whole life is a lie. Their whole life is hiding their intentions. That's the life sentence without the possibility of parole. So that's the way this kind of thing is. And that's why you just have to move along. I want to do other things other than, and I want to help other people. Like I don't, I rather help other people on the same mental wavelength and try to bring people along on this skin color bullshit. Like, nah, man. Like, the shit is a brand at this point. Your destination is a brand at this point. The destination of not doing shit is a brand now.
MOT, what's interesting about what you just said, dude? Once again, this whole thing that's kind of got me preoccupied. I put the call out, man, multiple times. Like, yo, y'all don't understand. Like, what me and Mike V are the only dudes talking micromobility in this space, and we're like, dude, this is kind of similar to cannabis in that this is like a reset of the transportation industry altogether. We need to be involved. This would be like getting into the automotive industry, like at the time of like Henry Ford and like Mercedes, like at the ground level. Okay, so once again, we're looking at ground level opportunities. No nigga stepped up, but who do you think all of my partners are right about now? That we're working, it's a collection of 3 different companies and somebody who might be coming on as a partner to serve as a sales team to do municipal contracts and stuff. Do you think you think all these people are black?
No, we're black. Because there wasn't no YouTube
Say that
waiting on
again.
their woman to get their shit straight.
Wait a minute. Say that again. Say that again. You said
None
none
of them
of
are
them.
ever going to be. Yeah. You know, they're
You're right. Because you're right. None of them are, dude. Because you're right.
But do you know what's so funny about that complex?
What's up?
Have you come across any Negroes who won't help you or help participate in your endeavors, but yet try to tell you what to do? Have you ever been across these motherfuckers?
No, you know what? I come across the motherfuckers who tell me what I won't be able to do.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
Those guys. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I've came across these types. Me doing real estate, right? And you have individuals that, and you know, I'm just a rookie in this real estate thing. I'm not, you know, I'm not like more established like other people, but you have people in my personal life who don't know shit about real estate, but think they could advise me on what to do.
They watch a couple YouTube videos. Is that what happened?
Shit. But they will advise me what to do, and I'm like, and then I ask them, how long have you been in real estate? Never, but you know, my auntie sold a house, and you know, I was watching. I'm like, what? How long you been in real estate? I don't know, but you know, my grandma sold the house, and you know what?
Yeah, you know, she put that, you know, and
so your grandma or your auntie sold their house a couple of years ago. Therefore, you know about the whole entire industry, right? Okay, right.
Learned a little. You heard a couple of technical terms.
Yeah, but on the flip side. Yeah, but on the flip side, complex, you do make a good point. You'll come across a lot of so-called blacks that will tell you what you cannot do.
Yeah. They tell you first they'll tell you what you need to do, and then when you go do it, they tell you can't do it.
Right.
It's like a catch-22, right? Like, dude, pick one. Which one is it?
Right.
Either way, a motherfucker goes and does it. You're wrong either way. Right. But just pick one, please, because it just sounds weird, right? When you say one thing and then they'll turn around and say the other thing. And then I'm like, okay, so basically you're gonna say, okay, this is what the solution is, and then say, but we can't execute it. Like that is just like the strangest shit. Like people don't even understand, dude. You know, like, bro, you can start a business today and literally in 60 days be making money with it.
Yeah.
Well, so why
they're not investing in the process. They are invested in the return on investment, not the initial investment itself.
Oh, you mean are you talking about that sweat equity shit? You mean just the work you got to put in, right? Yeah. Like when you don't get, you're not getting the payback yet, right? Right. That's just the work you have to do just on your own volition, right? Like your own. You got to motivate your fucking self to actually do the shit without no pay, right? No guarantee of any pay in the future, but you got to have that shit within you that says, well, no, I'm setting all of this up to get the pay in the future, right? See, so it's a mindset type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sweat equity,
but it's also a mindset not to do that shit.
That's a very real term, though. Sweat equity. It's a very real term. It's the value and the work that you put in to get the gains from the business function. It has to start somehow.
It's that simple. It's that simple.
Fuck, dude.
Only thing you gotta do, see the quality that they want to put on with the little effort that they did do, and it's always some bullshit. That's why they have bullshit returns on investment, because they always want to please bullshit with whatever they're doing. So, you can do with it, man.
Wow. Yeah. Well,
it's that these types, you know, like they're lazy, and so they expect something to happen in the snap of a finger. You know, snap, results. I'm not going to put in no sweat, but I'm not going to put in no effort. I just expect to snap my fingers like 2 or 3 times, or you know, tap the back of my shoes like I'm Dorothy from the Wizard of Oz, saying
Yeah,
there's
just
no
make
place
it
like
happen.
home and expect the results to just pop up just like
I mean,
that.
is it because we're waiting for all of our melanin magic to come back online? We start flying around the air and shit and doing like is that what's going on, dude? Like what's the hell?
No,
Like
no,
just
no, no,
like
no. You know
instant
what?
manifestation type shit. Like what?
Right? No. We waiting for Donald Trump to create these cuts to make these black women submissive to us once again.
Fall in line, and then what they'll do is they'll all get in line, become helpmates to you, and then we can get this show on the road again, right? Is that
right?
That's fucking
right,
hate.
right. Yo,
wow.
Soul in Black. I sent you the link to the panel, so look at your emails.
Hey, I'm gonna mute for a couple minutes, y'all. I'm gonna be listening in. Okay, I gotta handle something real quick.
All right, no problem. Handle your business.
All right.
Handle your business. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Like, people have to understand that now is the action phase, and the only people I'm willing to help is the youth, maybe some adults, but it's not gonna be that many people because a lot of people just ain't gonna put the work in, and that's fine. It's just that you just got to be able to move on, man. Like, a lot of people want to feel better about the circumstances that they continuously put themselves in, and you can't make a space out of that. You know, I'm not even going to address the we're just going to commodify black problems without even solving them. And, you know, there's really no need to address that piece of it. But I actually think that just trademarking shit and all of a sudden the money comes in from like Home Depot or Lowe's or some shit. Okay. No, that's not how that works. No.
Right. It's just strange. It's like a backwards thinking, but that's what you get from non-productive individuals. When you create a space from non-productive individuals, and you said it very well. You made it. What you said was very well when you said commoditize problems. That's basically what they're doing. Commoditize their issues, commoditize their problems. And that's why it's necessary for them to always try to shoot down any type of solutions, no matter how simple and realistic they are. They just got to keep that art going in circles to keep trying to commoditize issues and problems without solving it. You know?
And here's the thing. It's just nothing but the updated version of calling yourself a businessman because you got an LLC that you filed for like what, $45. This is just the next level version of that stupid shit. It's just doing something like that of that nature. Oh yeah, well I just went and trademarked some shit. I'm like, okay, all right, bullshit Inc. Okay, got it. Okay, now what?
Right.
Nothing, because I just wanted to trademark shit to show that I'm a boss. So a boss is always some fucking bullshit. Okay, got it. Okay, what's next? No, this is it. I just wanted to make a move. All right, man. Good for you. You can have this shit. So, when you have the name and you fuck it up, like you fuck up everything else, obviously, in life, like, you're just going to be holding the bag on that shit too. What I want to do is just let motherfuckers know, like, hey, man, like, decent men ain't coming out here to rescue none of you motherfuckers. Don't even think that shit's going to happen, because it's not.
Nah.
I mean, like older individuals right now who trying to still socialize some bullshit, and they know who's chat and conversation to come to and who not to come to with that shit. I'm like, dude, the time's up. They're trying to run for protection like the fucking indecent women are running for protection. For everybody dumb enough to take the deal, and those older men are actually running around trying to be a leader to somebody dumb enough to believe their deal. So I get them trying to protect their subculture. I really do. And it really does make sense to me why they want to protect their subculture. But then again, I don't care about the survival of them or their subculture or their skin color or anything else that they want to try to hide behind to try to put a stakehold for themselves in something that they've never made better. So this is why you got all these unproductive people who want to be teams. This is why you got all these leftover women claiming that they give a fuck about the community. Dude, it's the same argument. We're what's left now. Deal with us. I'm like, yeah, we just dealt with you. We just locked your ass out and changed locks.
Right.
Right.
You
can't cheerlead for a cause that you're not a part of, that you were never a part of.
For example, sorry to interrupt. For example, hashtag Black Love. Like, get the fuck out of here with that. You know,
I mean, man, but Black Love.
You know,
Black Love
goddamn
was never
well,
about
you
black
was
men,
never
though.
part of Black Love. You never was really about Black Love because all you did was mistreat the people around you who happen to be the same skin color as you. But go ahead, MOT. Go ahead.
Yeah, but Black Love was always about a woman getting hers. It wasn't about a dude getting his.
Bingo.
No one ever celebrated like okay, you got Black Love and then you got the stupid shit that Boyce Watkins on. Is a dude really supposed to wait that fucking long for a basic ass fucking relationship? Really? Like, all right, man. Yeah, so it just didn't make any sense. And most of these Bravo Alpha Novembers are really destroying the actual people that they want access to.
Yeah.
They care so much about this bad quality that they are doing everything that they possibly can.
Yeah.
To actually besmirch and destroy the name of the actual thing that they actually worship and that they want to actually be respected for. I'm like, this doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
For somebody to want to be a part of this, especially if you're a part of it. Now, this is nuts.
That's nuts. That's nuts. But we have Soul and Black on the panel, the legendary Soul and Black on the panel, who warned us alongside myself about this shit years ago, but just like now, no one listened, or a lot of people didn't listen. So, Soul and Black, welcome. Would you have to contribute to this conversation?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Oh, okay.
Loud and clear.
Okay. Because I forgot to change my headphones so I can hear me. I can't even hear me. Okay. Hey man, I just want to say what's up, guys. I'm glad you guys are brainstorming. I see you guys are talking about solutions. And it's kind of sad to see that this is a repeat. Well, to me it's a repeat, but it's like I did warn them, but I don't know, man. It's sad right now. It's sad to see, man. It's sad to watch because we've burnt and wasted so much value, which is time. Time is our value, and we burnt it. Just threw it out the window. And it's like, man, we need that time back. Now here we are playing around. And it's going to take a few of us. Like I said, also, I thought it was only going to be like 20% of the black population is really going to be on point. The other is going to be gone because it's just the way it is. It's like we can't get a lot of people on point anymore. But yet they're talking about, like you said, black love, black unity, black community, black this, blackity, black, and going opposite direction of all of that. So I'm like, in many different directions. I mean, many different ways. It's not just one in particular. It's all over the place.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You pick a subject. Pick one.
Right. Right. Coming to me about some black love shit. Fuck out of here, man. That bullshit.
I love myself. I already am black love. Right. I love me. Yeah. It start with me first. You know what I mean? So if I love black people, I gotta love me. So I love me. Problem is when you try to put it outside beyond you, this is where we start to have to deal with some interesting juggling and stuff. It's ridiculous. It's like, wait, I thought you were on the same page. No. I'm like, oh man, see.
Right. My thing is this: is that when it comes to things like this, like supposed black love, just be honest. Just say like, okay, black woman doing me. Just put that. Replace black love with black woman doing me. Because like MOT said, that's what black love is really all about. It's really about so-called black females choosing what they want and their happiness. That's really what it is.
Well, I already told you that. I mean, we talked about this a long time ago.
Right.
You know how it is. We went over this. We already know they selfish. We already know this.
Yeah.
This is not surprising. It's
right.
You watch them like you grew up as a kid. You saw they selfish.
And isn't it funny that the majority of the females, and I'm not trying to make this a grift episode, but just with this so-called black love crap, right? Is it funny is the majority of the females who's preaching black love are the ones who's no longer desirable in the dating market.
Yeah, that is kind of unfortunate.
It's like now, it's like now they want to pretend to have this great awakening, saying, "Black man, I'm now with you. I'm with you. Black love, get the fuck out of here with that fake shit."
But see, that's you reveal again, Wacky. But I said time. You can't get it back. You
Right.
cannot get it back. This is a one-shot deal. So I'm like, look, man, they act like we got the reset button like it's a game or something. You can't reset. There ain't no reset. You're acting outside of reality with some of the stuff that they're presenting. I'm just like, what are you guys? What the hell's wrong with y'all? This is a real
Right.
world, yo. Time goes by. You don't get it back. Once it's gone, it's gone. If you I'm a father, so I see even with my son, there's certain moments when I was raising him, you ain't gonna get those back, yo. Those are there. They're stamped. That's it. You either there, you weren't. That's how it goes. Now they're talking about, oh, come together. Come together for what? This thing is in shambles.
Yeah.
It's in shambles. I hate it, but it is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is. So, MOT, what you have to say?
No, it's just that they want to come together. I mean, that means something very specific. That means that the people who are capable of fixing this thing fix it and then hand it off to us. Like that's what the come together shit actually means for them. Like because there ain't no such thing as the decent people that's left. There's only the track record in history right now. So you can't just say that you were on the shit, but you couldn't really find it on your social media timeline, which everybody can see, all the shit that you actually wanted to change. You didn't want to change shit. You wanted to keep everything the same because they wanted them options open for them. Just in case, the stuff didn't work out, they had some additional options themselves that they wanted. So it's like it's very obvious what's here. This is why I don't worry about it. I'm like, look, any person worth it. And this is why I say a woman with her mind right, her body together, and actually want a goddamn future, there ain't no such thing as those women can't find a dude.
You're right. You're right about that.
None of that. But there is such a thing as women not going anywhere, no type of future. Yeah, you always gonna be single. And you should have been single the entire time. But there was too many Bravo Alpha Novembers that really just wanted to sell you the idea that somebody else was going to be able to land this burning plane that y'all decided to board together. Like, ain't nobody doing that shit, man. Nobody.
Hey, MOT, Bravo Alpha Novembers, what's that all about?
Hold on for a minute. Sorry to interrupt. Soul and Black, in the chat, make sure you delete your email in the chat. Delete it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, yes. I should.
How do I do that? Okay, I got you.
Well, go ahead. Go ahead.
It don't matter because that's the Gmail. That's the Gmail one, so I'm not really worried about that too much.
Yeah. So Soul and Black, you know, we have this such touchy society, and you can't call dudes bitch ass niggas to their face. You know, it make them fall to pieces. You just gotta call them Bravo Alpha November.
See, we always gotta come up with initials for something, yo. That's all, you know what I mean? For real. I'm like, see, I miss them days when we just said, "Fuck you, nigga. You a bitch ass nigga. What the fuck? you can't say that. I mean, we are supposed to be in America. I thought. I just thought. I mean, I got freedom of speech. I can say what I want to say. You know what I mean? But it's like, oh, I can understand there's some places, you know, there's decorum and so on and so forth. But sometimes when they're off the rails, man, you need to call them out straight up.
We do.
Fuck it. That's what I do. Fuck it. I don't give a fuck about, you know. So you know how I get down. I don't give a fuck about the consequences.
That's what.
If somebody's a bitch ass nigga, they're a bitch ass nigga. and I'm like that in real life too. I'm like that. I had to call plenty of motherfuckers in real life a bunch of bitch ass niggas. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you are what you are. I can't help but to look at you what you are.
Yeah. We grew up with. Look, I don't know. I grew up with dudes. They're like men. You know what I mean? I grew up. You know what I mean? So I was like, hey, man, we used to call each other out all the time on some dumb stuff. You should be able to take it and move on from that. That's all that is. That's all that is. But they can't, yo. It's just like you can't knuckle up and fight them anymore. You knock them out or beat them down, then they got to come back and try to shoot and kill you, yo. I was like, yo, man, you lost. Take the L. Damn.
Yeah.
Bitch ass. We can stop the violence, man. Yeah, so some of these people can actually step up to the plate and take them losses like they're supposed to and keep breathing. Damn ass is crazy, yo.
Right? That's where we are. That's where we are.
Too many. Way too many.
The people got to move, and it's just that you just got to just quarantine the place, man. You got to set that Chernobyl dome on this motherfucker, man. You're like, look, anybody born within this and this is cool, but you got to have a track record that matches a certain level of need, and all of a sudden one. Don't tell me this shit about all this other shit. Because I could look at the miles on your body and on your mind. Just, I'm telling you, man, I could tell everything about how far I could go with you by that motherfucker get one fucking conversation. I don't need to bring you in, don't need to bring you around, don't need to have you fuck up a business, nothing. One conversation. One conversation can tell me everything that I need to know about where the place is motherfucker at. So,
This is crazy, yo.
Yeah.
They think they slick, but they're not as slick as they think, yo. This should be cracking me up, yo. See, y'all be thinking you slick, but y'all ain't slick. You hurting yourself. You know what I mean? That's what it is, but we try to tell you hard-headed. That's the way it go, yo.
Yeah. That is definitely true. I like what MOT said. You know, one conversation. You could have one conversation with a person, and you could tell a lot about them, and you could tell whether or not that's the person that whether you decide to work with or not. Trust me, I'm on that level. One conversation with you, I could already tell a lot about you.
and here's the thing. I'm already looking forward to not working with motherfuckers because my shit's working good. So
Right.
See, that's crazy, right? Man, tomorrow you a businessman, right? You doing business, right?
Yeah.
So you understand how I feel, man. It is messed up, man, when you try to work with your people and they act so off the rails, man.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous, man. It's like, come on, man. Just because we black, we get act stupid. What the hell's wrong with you, yo? It's like, oh man, doing business with our people, man, and then all the little sneaky shit, all that dumbass shit.
Yep.
All that sneaky dumbass shit. It's like, what are you doing? Why can't we just do above board business and help each other out? We all good. You getting yours, I'm getting mine. Stop being greedy. Stop being stupid. Just get what needs to be done. That's it. Then you wonder why, well, we can't compete against the others. Well, if we keep trying to stab each other in the back, how you going to expect to get there? Fuck, yo.
Yeah.
It's stupid.
Yeah. Like me and you, we had a conversation behind closed doors, right?
Yes, sir.
You know, and what I do, right? When I told you about how people try to charge me, like when people make an offer to me and they offer me a price that is way below the value of what I have, right?
Yeah.
the table
Yeah.
anyway.
That's that we call we you know they bottom. They always try to do that. They always expect that. They already expect that.
They always expect that, and it's mostly our kind that do that.
I know.
And then they try to end up trying to utilize manipulative tactics. And it's like, dude, I'm not a fool. A lot of times I would just tell them, have a good day and just hang up. Yeah. But it's like, even some of the business tactics of our people is very shady, extremely shady. I said, so, you know, it's extremely shady, man.
It's tough.
And
It's
I
tough,
like
man.
that. Yeah, it's tough.
It's tough because to do black business, I'm going to be honest. I've done a whole host of businesses. I've done all kinds, okay? From construction to IT, all kinds of things, all right? And, of course, real estate. And I'm going to tell you, man, I did so well without our people. That's what made me mad because I got a track record to actually refer to. I can roll back and look at it. I'm like, damn, I did good with other people, but what's up with our people, man? It kept always something going wrong. It's always something crazy. I'm just like, unbelievable, yo. I'm not hating on my people, but there ain't enough of us who can connect right with each other to get stuff done right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's there's too many of the bad seeds floating around, if you want to put it that way. Just too many of them, man. They're all over the place. Even in business, too. You be like, what the hell, yo?
Yeah. It's like what the hell? What you doing?
you should be expected. And I had one I did something in real estate with, right? Burnt me $9,000. Burnt my boy too $9,000. So that's 18 grand right there. That's some, you know, ain't too bad, but it's something, you know, you can do something with. So I'm like, okay. This is a chick, by the way, black woman, by the way, because we're supposed to be helping out our sisters and stuff. So we bring her in the deal. We go over to I start up something else, right? I ended all deals with her because she owed us money. She wouldn't give us, do what she was supposed to be doing. All right, cool, fine. All right, go about your business. She still had the nerve to come back to me years later when I was getting ready to start back up in Baltimore again and start doing renovations. Guess who showed up at my freaking front? And my partner that I used to work with, he was the one that brought her to me. And I was like, yo, dude, this lady just burnt you and me, and you going to bring her back to us? We don't do business like that, yo.
Wow.
What kind of business? We don't do business like that.
Exactly. Wow.
You know, because all this thing about, well, ain't too many of us, because, in the circles of real estate in Baltimore, I mean, it's so many of us are black or whatever. And I'm like, yo, man, we don't mess with that no more. We already know how that goes down. We don't play with that. I don't understand this quest to go back to bullshit. I'm not doing that.
Right.
I'm not doing that.
I like how you put this quest to go back to bullshit. and then utilize the whole skin color conversation to cover as like a way to rationalize the quest to go back to bullshit. No, I don't mind. I don't have a problem working with our people.
Yep. That's
but
right.
the thing is, we have to have our ethics in order, our code of conduct in order. Soul and Black. There's a brother in the chat. He's a cool brother. He's in Baltimore. K Business Podcast.
What's up, B?
Yeah, K Business Podcast. I think I told him about you because y'all in the same city. Cool, good brother.
Cool. That's
good
what's up, yo.
Man. Y'all need to to hook up. And
I don't know if he saw my email. It was in there, but you got my stuff is no big deal. It's solarblack at gmail.com, dude. Right? Same. Okay. So I don't trip on it because it's Gmail. Right. I mean, I already know Gmail. They're already doing their viewing and scanning and all that other crap.
So K Business Podcast, you got it. It's if you want to contact Soul and Black because he's in the Baltimore area. So you
talking about business.
His email. Yeah, businessman. Yeah. So like he said, his email address is soulandblack@gmail.com. Just how it's spelled on the screen. SOL letter N word black one word @gmail.com.
Oh, my bad.
SOUL letter N BLACK @gmail.com. So yeah.
My bad.
So
I should do that. Okay.
Yeah, K Business Podcast. He's a content creator. He makes content. He makes a lot of good content. Good brother.
But, he's on YouTube. Yeah. I haven't been watching YouTube like that. I only been watching select few. I watch Humana Tomorrow. I haven't watched Complex Design really, but I guess I'll have to check him out. And Wacky, I watch you. I mean, I got my viewership. Oh, the people I watch now is kind of small because I don't want to. There's too much bullshit out there, man. Jeez, man.
Yeah,
I want to limit it. Real talk.
Me too. I've been busy with other things, so I haven't been on YouTube as much. But when I'm on here, like you said, I only watch a little bit. I watch the ones that I usually watch, like MOT, other people. But sometimes I do a little cloud watching when it comes to the bullshit content.
Oh, I hear you. I guess we all slip a little bit, but it's like
because why? I want to keep my ear to the street and listen to what these bitch ass niggas talk about so I can have reasons to laugh at them.
Right now, I'm at the point. I'm like, enough, man. I don't know if I want to laugh or cry. It's so bad. It's like, damn, yo, we need to get to work, yo. Motherfuckers bullshit.
You have to laugh. You have to laugh to keep from crying.
Yeah, that's what I do use that because people always ask me why you laugh so much because I'm like trying to stay happy, man. Because some of the stuff that I know, I'd rather be happy.
Yeah, you have to laugh to keep from crying because
some stuff is worth some serious tears. We got young black boys getting towed up right now, man. Wacky, I showed you. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. We got young black boys. They done, yo. I'm like, yo, man, we got to do something quick.
Listen. In a few years ago, I looked up at certain records in the state of New York, as far as arrest records, and at that time, I seen many cases of 18-year-old black males serving life in prison for murder and all sorts of other violent felonies. And it's sad to me. And it's like, okay, we in this space in which some of us consider us to be intelligent black men. We consider ourselves to be thinking black men, but yet we're not using our thinking or intelligence supposedly to try to help these boys out there in the real world. Because I mean, don't get me wrong. when it comes to crime, if you commit a crime, if a person commit a crime, they deserve to suffer the consequences.
True that.
But the thing is that apart from the decisions that people make when it comes to committing a crime, there's also an environmental aspect that factors in to why people engage in a life of crime. I'm not utilizing that as an excuse, but that's just some realistic stuff. Your studies have shown that a person's environment also contribute to whether or not someone will make the decision to commit a crime, which is no coincidence why some of the poorest parts of the world happen to have some of the highest crime rates in the world. But so what I'm saying is, as thinking black men, a lot of these black men, so-called black males in here, call themselves thinking black men, but as thinking black men, when are we gonna put our minds together and think to try to find a way to fix the environment so these young so-called black boys can have a chance at having a better future? Because that's really what we should really be focusing on, instead of focusing on and crying about these females. What about these young black boys, man? These black boys are really in a fucked up predicament, man.
As far as I can see, it don't look good, man. It does not look good. If they're maybe in the middle class, maybe, and then if you're talking about upper middle class or more higher, okay, it might be all right. But as far as, we got a lot of them down in the, like you said, impoverished areas, poor areas, urban areas. Sometimes it just is what it is. Thing about it is, I don't understand. To try to fix them, to help them, we can try to put some political stuff together, but we got to get people to follow through with whatever we can get. We first got to do it, and then we got to get people to follow through with it. Okay. Right. So that's one key thing that we can do in a broad spectrum, in a large way. But in a more concise way, we probably would have to just, in our certain communities, we're taking care of that community and continue to, maybe if we can branch over to another community that's closer or something like that, we can kind of maintain some kind of equilibrium, for the young black boys, to keep them on target and straight. But as a broad thing, the only thing we can possibly do is put out the political, put something in a political format, and then of course enforce it. But that's about all we can do, because right now it's tough, because a lot of dudes don't want to be taking care of another man's kid. Okay, and I understand that. But there's some things we can still contribute to in a general fashion. You understand?
Right.
So that they kind of still won't be, it's not like we just left them behind, but it's kind of like, okay, we still made it a little bit better, so you can go ahead and get yourself together. There's an opportunity for that to be there. We made sure that some of these resources, because we're black men, we're paying taxes, right?
Exactly.
So why not we use that tax money as in our benefit for from our needs? We need to make that stuff reality. But people got to get off their butt and actually get into the political arena, and they ain't trying to do all that, man. They're playing games with that.
Yeah, they're playing games with that. Yeah, and and with the things you just said, we could do that without having to personally take care of someone else's child.
Exactly. We can have a general pool.
To have a general pool and just make sure certain policies are put in place for these young black boys could benefit from, and make sure that different local jurisdictions and even state and federal governments have allotted more resources to help these black boys.
Right.
We don't have to personally just adopt them. We don't have to do that.
No. We just keep our eye on the ball, so to speak, and we just make sure it's enforced. That's all. That's what it. We got to get it there, and then we got to enforce it. That's all.
Exactly. What's going on, Complex Design? Welcome back.
Yo, hey man, I'm just cooking breakfast for my daughter, dude. Give me a few more minutes, man, and I'll chime in.
Oh, no problem. Do your thing, brother. Do your thing. Black fathers matter. Black fathers matter.
That's right.
You dang skippy on that.
Oh, hey, in Soul and Black. Hey, peace, brother. I don't know if we've ever even got a chance to really chop it up, but man.
Yeah, I never. I think I heard of you, but I don't know. I just never went to your channel.
Black Brain Trust, bro. If you've heard of the Black Brain Trust, that's how you know. Man.
Oh, okay. That's probably how I heard you. Okay.
Yeah. But peace, brother. How you doing, man?
Hey, I'm doing good, man. Hope all is well for you.
We're all good, bro. All good.
Yeah, both of y'all from the same state.
Oh, where you
yeah,
from?
that's what's up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm from SoCal, bro. Born and raised.
Oh, okay. Well, so I'm Northern Cal, but my son was born in Southern Cal because I had to be there for a minute. So, yeah. You know,
I got fam up there too, man.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Frisco.
Okay, Frisco. Okay, yeah, man.
Yeah.
I'm LA all day, bro.
Shoot, that's where I was in LA. But then we spread out. Hollywood. I was all over the city, but actually, but Beverly Hills first. Then I went over to Hollywood, and yeah, we spread around Arcadia, stuff.
Oh
like
wow, so you was out near east of Pasadena,
Yep.
Arcadia.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm familiar with that whole area, man. Like I said, I'm born and raised out here, man. I was doing club promoting, DJing, man.
Okay.
Stories for days. And I used to go. Actually, the cats that I used to promote with, some of the cats in that crew were from the Bay. So back in like 2005 to 2007, I was up in the Bay Area like every other week, bro.
Yeah, the Bay. I love the Bay, man. It's mad expensive though. Ain't no joke, yo. Ain't
You know,
no
people don't
joke.
realize this, dude. Like they think I'm full of it when I say this, but it's actually cheaper in LA than it is up in the Bay.
You sure dang Skippy it is. As far as I can tell.
For y'all that don't know,
Really?
man, cheaper
Really?
in
Real talk.
SoCal
Yes, it is,
is
yo.
cheaper in SoCal than it is in NorCal.
Northern Southern Cal is better to stay in. Northern Cal, you better have some bread with you. I'm telling you.
No, you need some serious bread to be up there, bro.
Yeah, I wanted to buy
LA, you can kind of do it, man. Especially if you own your own whip and you ain't paying no car payments or nothing.
Yeah, because you can get around. You can
get around, right?
You gotta the population can support a lot of things you may want to do. Okay, because it's so big. That's one thing about LA. It's just massive. But Frisco, man, they ain't trying to hit your pockets, man. They ain't trying to play at all. I mean, they ain't trying to play. That's
bro.
You were in New York, and
Frisco.
New
York is stupid.
It's crazy up here, man.
So so they're like the same as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah. New York and San Francisco is the same shit, bro. Real talk. New York and San Francisco is literally the same. Because look, Soul Black, he could tell you, man. There's spots in LA. Bro, do you recall like the San Fernando Valley area of LA?
Yeah.
That's where I'm from.
Okay.
So that's like the kind of like the suburb of LA, quote unquote.
Yeah.
But there's pockets. Yeah, there's pockets and spots in LA, man, where you can live and it's chill and you can do it relatively affordably. Dude, up in the Bay, shit.
I can't find nothing, dude. I tried. I was going because I was doing real estate. I was stacking a big paper, right? I wanted to go buy me a home in Frisco. I was like, shoot, I'm going back and buying me a dope crib. Shoot, man, I got my heart broke. My heart was broke.
Bro,
it was $500,000 just to get a fix up.
Hold on. Go ahead, so.
Yeah. $500,000 just to get a fix up, yo. I'm talking about, and you know, I'm serious. It's like $500,000 just to get I was upset.
Bro, Frisco got townhomes going for $1 million. Townhomes. You talking about fix-ups for half? Now they're probably like $750. But dude, the townhomes, condos is going for $750,000 $1 million. Townhomes $1 million, bro. That's New York prices.
It's ridiculous.
New York prices,
that's
bro.
crazy.
It's ridiculous out there.
Frisco's crazy, dude.
You gotta have money. I'm telling you. You say you go to Frisco, I'm like, you better have some bread. Don't be playing. I'm serious.
Listen, up here in New York, if you want to buy a house in the hood, you're paying almost $1 million.
In the hood?
Yeah, in the hood. You're paying almost $1 million. Yeah.
Shit, well, I don't even think we got a hoods in San Francisco anymore. They damn near got rid of them.
Listen, technically speaking, in New York, you might as well say that there's no such thing as the hood.
Yeah,
because it's so damn expensive.
Real talk,
and in the upscale or more upscale community, like, listen, you're talking about. Okay, if you want to talk about talk about brownstones in places like Brooklyn and places like Manhattan, you're paying about $1.5, $2, $3 million for a brownstone. Yeah.
Yep. I remember that. I remember when it was surging. My boy told me to buy up there. I was like, if I go and buy go up there and buy. I knew what that's before. I think that's around the Clintons' time when the Clintons were coming up there.
No, yeah.
Bill Clinton and Hillary, they came up. I was like, yo. It's like, yeah, you better buy up here, man. It's ridiculous how much they're getting for brownstones down here, up here. I was like, yeah, it is ridiculous, man. You guys shot up. I mean, like shot up.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's the cost of living, man, is. But see, it's crazy. Frisco's beautiful, but the problem is, yo, they didn't with the laws that they got, man. They got bums damn near everywhere. It's ridiculous, man. I'm like, if you can't live
about the homeless problem.
Man, in LA is worse. I'm like, oh my god.
let's not talk about that, man.
Hold on. Before you move on, K Business Podcast in the chat. He asked a question. He asked, I don't know if he's asking me or if he's asking the whole panel. He asked, bro, do you know Munir Bahar? I don't know if he was asking me or the whole panel or specifically
I don't
Black,
think so.
but I don't know who this. I never heard of this person, Munir Bahar.
No, I don't know.
Wait, who? No, I'm not.
Munir Bahar. K Business Podcast. If you're still here, if you don't mind, who is this person? I have no idea who this person is. But go ahead, brothers.
Yeah, we're just talking about the homeless, yo. It's ridiculous. I remember when I left LA, right, in the late 90s. Okay, that's when I left LA. When I left LA, Venice Beach was nice. You know, all that stuff wasn't so bad. We had a little bit of homeless you could see on the beach. They come take the showers, but it wasn't that bad. Now, y'all got 10 cities everywhere, man. What the hell?
I heard about that.
I don't know if you know this, man, but O was mentioning, you know, we were talking about like some business stuff that we had kind of launched on, you know, that we modeled out and launched, you know, through this whole YouTube thing, right? Mm-hmm. But one of the shops for my business is actually in Venice Beach, dude. It's on the boardwalk. We have a rental shop. Yeah, we have a bike and scooter rental shop, dude. And like, I have some videos from back in April, right, where I went down. I was going to shoot some video for the Brain Trust, right? Just some stuff going on in the shop and everything. And dude, there was so much debauchery going on.
Oh god,
I didn't upload the videos.
You can't, because
you can't.
Because there's so much. I've seen the footage that I saw that the news could kind of clean up, because I already know,
bro. Can't show it.
Really? Yo, Complex, really?
Look. In the video that I shot, right? So me and my daughter we were riding scooters, right? And I swear to God, dude, there was like about a 1/3, a half-mile stretch that just smelled like some of the dankest weed ever. And I'm like, there's hella kids out here, man. What are we doing? What's going on?
I know it's got to be thick out there right now. It's got to be thick. Yo, it's got LA, and that's Cali weed too. Oh,
I'm like, wait a minute. Why does it smell so strong? And I can't see it anywhere. Like, what the hell? What's going on around here? That's Venice for you, bro. And then there was a video uploaded about 4 or 5 days ago, like a whole like beach bum fight. A whole massive fight broke out with some bums down there, and this is after they cleared everybody out of there maybe like a week ago. And you guys, I'm gonna have to drop off in like 5 minutes. I'm gonna take a business call, and if you're live, I'll come back on, right? But I just got a text from a business partner. I gotta take it in a few minutes. Okay. But yeah, they man, look, dude, they it's bad. They cleaned up the boardwalk, but just go 2 blocks outside of the boardwalk, and they're all there. That's where the homeless are.
No, thank you. No, thank you.
Yeah, man.
Now Venice is nice, man, and it's like, man, do you understand? That's a when I left, it was beautiful. That was when I left.
It still is.
It was beautiful.
It still is. It's just
with all the bum activity. I'm like, oh no, we can't have that, dude. Not there.
That's what it is. And you know, you got all the people that live there that pay the high ass rents over there and all that. Complaining like a motherfucker. They're like, look, I ain't paying all of this money to be living around a bunch of homeless people. Like, this don't even make no economic sense.
Hell no. That's what you pay high money for, to avoid that.
You don't pay money to live around bums, dog.
I don't want to see that. I want to come out, bum be out there in the alley just peeing, and you be like, dang, yo.
Yeah, you spent all.
Oh, he dropped.
Oh, he dropped. Damn, man. I wanted to ask him a question about the governor over there in California, Newsom.
Oh, he getting gone, yo. They getting rid of him.
Yeah, they getting rid of him. They want to replace him with okay, he's back. All right.
Elder might get it. So far, he looks like the front.
Yeah. So Complex, what's up, Complex? Welcome back. Yeah.
Oh, my bad. That was my stupid finger. My bad.
So no problem. So Gavin Newsom, that's the governor of California, right? Gavin Newsom.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So is he out of there? Because last time I read, the California voters wanted to fill out a petition and get at least 2 million signatures to get him out of office and have a election of who's going to replace him as governor.
Yeah, they're trying to do a recall.
Recall.
Yeah. California, man, California's kind of like its own country, dude, in a lot of ways, man. So
True that.
there's a lot of people that weren't happy with what happened during the whole COVID thing. Not only that, just other things, man, that kind of, that's really kind of been passed under Gavin Newsom's watch here. And I think as a whole, people are kind of like, look, man, we get it. We're a progressive state, but how goddamn progressive? You know what I'm saying?
There's some limits, right? There are limits, man. There's some limits. People say that there are no limits. Oh, yes, there are. There are some limits.
There's some limits to this shit. Goddamn. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so there was also, the whole thing with Gavin Newsom getting caught up with, PPP money getting spread to basically his group of businesses. It's not his. Okay,
no,
but
it's shoulders he rubs around. That's right.
Yeah, you get what you get. You know what I'm going.
I know what he's talking about. He rubbing shoulders with a couple of these dudes. Let me get you. I got you.
Yeah. And I may or may not have interest in these companies. I don't know. But the reality is that he got exposed for it. He also got exposed for, while they're sitting over here telling everybody put the mask on and all this stuff, he's over here cozying it up at some French restaurant. None of them ain't got no mask on. They just chilling. They just chilling. Man. These are pharmaceutical execs, by the way. So,
oh,
you didn't know that. You didn't know that.
My bad. Let Complex finish. Let Complex finish. Go ahead, Complex.
No. We good. So, people are just kind of like tired of the dumb shit because a lot of rich people seem to have been able to kind of like skirt around things during that whole time where for a whole year we were shut down. We had a lot of people who had small businesses lose those businesses, right? Meanwhile, like I said, dude, Gavin's, chumming it up at French restaurants, under lockdown, chopping it up, big business, right? Small business owners in California losing their shit, right? Now we're facing, eviction moratoriums and all that kind of stuff. And when you really think about it, dude, it's like, yo, you know what? You fucked me, bro.
Man.
Yeah. Go ahead, speak on it, bro.
I mean, I'm glad I'm not in Cali right now. I would be highly pissed right now. Because I saw this one lady. She said, "What are we supposed to do? We got homeless, urinating and defecating on the front lawns. It's coming out your door. You got to deal with the stench and all this stuff." She goes, "I go to work. I work hard. I'm trying to do all this stuff. I'm done. I'm moving out." She said, "I'm out. I'm done. I'm moving." There was a massive exodus. California is like, hell with this. It's like, oh man, nobody wants this, yo. And so you got a whole bunch. He's lucky because there are a lot of people who moved out probably would have been voting against him. Get the hell out of here, yo. But they already said hell with it. We ain't dealing with it. And it's just tough, man. Gavin Newsom is getting all these special things, and then everybody else is getting dirty, man. That's crazy.
It's awful, dude. It's really bad. And dude, like I don't know if you know. Well, we were talking about earlier. I have a tech startup, and it's sort of like, yeah, this is kind of one of those places where it's good for that type of business, right?
Right.
Especially the
That's
type
of
especially the type of tech that I'm in, micromobility, because of the weather here, right? However, they make it very hard for you to do business here, right? It's a catch-22. You see, so like you got to find that happy medium. So what I do is, and fuck, I'm literally gonna have to drop off here in a couple minutes. But what I do is, man, my clients are everywhere else, dude. I'm here in California. I live here. I do everything that I like to do and enjoy in California. I do not do business here.
That's what sucks.
Wow.
It's crazy,
man. Real shit.
It's crazy.
Hey, I'm gonna drop off. Hey, if you're still alive, I'll hop back on. I gotta take a call though.
Oh, no problem. Do your thing.
Okay. All right.
Hey, you got to keep going out like that. That means you're doing something right. That means you're busy. You're productive. Shoot, I don't blame you. Do your thing, Complex.
Hey, it's a business day, yo.
Hey, it's a business day.
Yeah. You say 7 days you work, It was 6 days you work, 7 you rest. And he's in the 7th, so I mean the 6th. He's good.
Hey,
knock it out.
Make your money.
Hey, man.
Make that money. Yeah. But based on what Complex was saying, it seems like New York is cleaner than LA, which is surprising to me.
Because it used to be. It did.
Well, it used to be the other way around. It used to be the other way around.
Well, because I've been on both. I've been to both. So I was just like, I remember New York used to be trash was flowing all over the place. It was crazy at one time, but it was New York. There was certain parts of it was kind of clean, but you know what I mean?
Yes.
It's a city. Stuff blow all over the place. That's the way it is over there.
Yeah.
But in LA, man, you ain't supposed to be seeing none of this craziness, man. And it went off the chain now. I'm like, wow, man. But all that's policies. That's policy.
Yes. See, because in New York over the years, I mean, even though there's still a homelessness problem in New York City, but before the homeless problem was even worse. But the city did a lot to improve the homeless issue. We created more homeless shelters. Places that were built. Excuse me. There were places that were built that were supposed to be newly built hotels, but the city bought them and made them into the shelters. So there's a lot more shelters in the city to shelter a lot of people going through homelessness. And New York City boosts up on a lot of its programs to help people find permanent shelter and what have you. So even though, like I said, even though there's still a homelessness issue in New York City, but over the years, the city has made improvements on that situation. And it's you don't see people. Well, in most of New York, you don't see people just pooping out there in public. You don't see that shit.
Shoot, man, they doing that right out in Frisco and LA, straight up.
Ah, damn,
defecating like. It's crazy, man. I was like, man, I'm glad I moved. I love my state because it's beautiful. California is beautiful. I'm not going to deny that. It is beautiful. Right. And we are spoiled to a certain extent because we get to enjoy winter and summer and spring. We get and then we can go skiing. We can do a lot. It just, you have a lot of stuff available. It's just nice, period. And the weather's pretty doggone good. So you can't really beat that.
Yeah.
But man, these people with these policies have they ruined it. They literally have ruined it. Gavin Newsom got to go. You got to go. There is no way. There's no way. The dude is a blatant hypocrite. I mean, he ain't got busted. I don't know how many times. It's ridiculous. And they keep getting away with it. I don't understand how people take, for instance, we had this Democratic, what's this called, governor for Virginia. Remember that thing? The dude with the blackface or the Ku Klux Klan.
Yeah.
You remember him? Norton, something, whatever the heck his name.
I forgot his name, but I remember him. Him. Yeah.
So this mug he's still governor. I'm still trying to figure out how is this dude still governor. We found out early that this dude was he even copped to it. Then he didn't reverse the story. How you gonna cop? Wait a minute. Nah, man, he got to go, yo. I don't understand how people got. This is the craziest stuff I've ever seen. People
after he did. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he copped to being one of the people in the picture. One of the dude was in blackface. The other dude was wearing the Ku Klux Klan outfit. Right?
You're right.
So he copped to it in the beginning. Okay. And then he reversed his decision. But my whole thing is the dude was still, if he copped to it, why would he cop to it in the first place? And then secondly, why is he still governor? Why is he still here? This is years later. This dude is still there. I'm like, come on, man. What are people doing, man? How's this dude still governor?
Wow. And he's still governor after doing that. He's still governor.
Yeah, especially think about today. And we got so much about cancel culture and all this other craziness. I'm like, how is this dude still there? My thing is like, what's up with Cuomo? Cuomo finally, I guess he just finally said he's going to resign in 14 days.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, because he got too much heat on him. Because it's more and more people who have come out and exposed him for, sexual misconduct or sexual harassment. Yeah.
Shoot, I'm not even worried about. I mean, I understand that. Don't get me wrong. I take nothing from that. Yeah. But what about the people who got killed?
Right. Right.
I mean, the murder. I think murder is a little bit more. People getting killed and stuff. That's kind of that's heavier on my list. I think. I'm sorry, but I ain't
it is.
Take,
it is. Yeah,
I ain't trying to take nothing away from the chicks or whatever what they experienced. But come on, what about the murders? I mean, the people who died.
Yeah. The murder rate. Yeah, and it's like in New York City, the biggest mistake when it comes to this whole defund the police movement that they had back in 2020 is that the city decided to defund the gang unit of the NYPD.
Mm-hmm.
So when that gang unit got defunded, crime just went up. It's crazy. It's you know what's so funny? A lot of the crime is mostly in Brooklyn or in the Bronx. No surprise. It's like the other parts of the city, for the most part, it's okay. Gotcha. But you mainly find a lot of this crime in Brooklyn and in the Bronx. That's it. It's just like the shootings that a lot of people in the Black Manta was talking about, 2 shootings that was caught on video, where both of them consist of so-called black female gunning down another so-called black female. Both of those crimes took place in Brooklyn. So
they popping off out there right now. They're going crazy right now. I saw the dude run up to the dude, man, pulled out his whip and just blasted my man. I was like, dang. What's going on, yo?
And not too long ago in Queens, there was like a little mass shooting in which 10 people got shot.
Oh, yeah, I think I heard about that one. Yeah. It was in Queens though.
Yeah, it was in Queens. Yeah.
Oh man,
Corona.
I got me in Queens. You know what I mean? We got history.
Yeah. Damn, in Corona, northern. That's the northern section of Queens. Corona. That's where there's a high population of Dominicans and Colombians. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's that. It's insane.
Well, crime is it's going crazy everywhere, yo. Yeah. It's just getting nuts. I don't understand. I mean, what'd you expect? You let these guys go free. In New York, they showed that one dude who was a killer. They let him out 21 times. 21?
Yeah.
I was like, what? 21 times? This dude is bad news. What are you doing? Oh my gosh. Now he killed somebody. So now I'm just like, see, here's my thing. I'm like, what are we gonna do with these prosecutors, yo?
Right.
Because these prosecutors should be prosecuted. Real talk.
Yeah. It's like what you're seeing now in a lot of cities is that due to this quote unquote Black Lives Matter situation that popped off last year as a result of the death of in Minnesota, George Floyd.
Floyd. I'm sorry.
What happened is a lot of police.
Baltimore.
Yeah, George Floyd, right?
You're right.
What happened last year, George Floyd. Yeah, it's like a lot of police officers, especially here in New York City, they're being more lenient when it comes to how to solve situations. They're being more lenient, but in my opinion, I think they're being too lenient because they don't want to. They don't want to look even worse than they already are, because they don't want to incite another riot. But the thing is that they're doing things the wrong way. I've said it. I've made a video last year. I stated that. To me, the thing is that you have to retrain the police, reprogram the police,
and my thing was, I would, Wacky. I talked about this. I said I had no problems because I talked about defunding them too, but I had an intention. It was like that's leverage. You know what I mean?
Right.
For them to get rid of the ones they already know are bad apples. They already know they're in there. So you get rid of those guys. That's the point. Get them out, and then you get back everything on back on like it's supposed to. You just get rid of the bad apples. Make them. You know how they try to protect each other because they blue and all this other stuff.
Yes,
we got all that.
Violence.
Right. But still, if they're pressured by their own to say you got to go for the betterment of the in total. For us as a whole. You know what I mean? You got to get out of here. So. They get rid of them. They eject them. They know who they are. So it's like, let them eject them, and then we'll go ahead and take care of the rest of what needs to be taken care of. But you guys got to do your part. You don't want us to do it. You don't want the judges to do it. So we'll force you to make sure you do it. That's all.
Yes, and that's how you're right about that. You defund the police, but utilize that as leverage
Exactly.
to kick the bad apples out of the police force.
That's what
But
you want to get rid of.
But not defund an entire police unit that's actually out there in the street protecting people.
No,
you don't
you
do
need
that.
That's
You utilize that as you leverage that.
Exactly. You leverage that. You use that. You use that to enforce. Okay, we're not going to give you that much overtime until you start. You know what I mean? Because a lot of these guys need overtime. They got mortgages. They got whatever. Okay,
Right.
they got. You think practical. Okay, well, fine. This is what we're going to do. We're going to shrink that down a little bit. We ain't going to stop you from being able to do what you got to do, but it's not going to be a lot of overtime out there. That's going to be gone. Okay,
Right.
You got to get rid of these bad apples. That's your first indicator. It's like, okay, that's the first opportunity for you. You guys don't do it, then we'll squeeze it some more.
Yeah.
Okay, until you guys get rid of these guys. They got to go. Okay, so you force them to do it. But other than that, you just don't cut them off. You don't cut the faucet off because you hurt yourself in that regard. That's stupid.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what we're seeing now.
Yeah. But what I propose is that you cut that IA, internal affairs, should be cut off and should be replaced by the federal government. Now that's what I propose. Now before this happens, I propose that nationwide, because this issue with police corruption is a nationwide issue. So I believe that there should be federal laws putting more stricter stipulations on police murder, police brutality, and racial profiling by police, and have a sector of the federal government to enforce those stricter stipulations and replace IA to become the new monitors of the police force in different parts of the country. Now, a lot of people disagree with me on that because they're saying, well, you're giving the federal government more power, but I'm saying that maybe so. But in this predicament, what else can you do?
Well, I have a solution to that. Okay, because I understand what they're talking about. I don't trust the federal government at this particular point because I've been watching how the FBI has been conducting themselves. You know what I mean? Especially of late. We got what's his name? Biden's son. He should have been he was supposed to be he was being investigated. Evidence is showing up, and the dude still walking around selling multi-million-dollar paintings and shit. That's something up. You know what I mean? So I don't trust the FBI and I don't trust the Department of Justice at this particular point because they too have to be cleaned out. You know what I mean? It ain't. See, I'm thinking if you're gonna do something, you squeeze and clean out the FBI, you clean out the Department of Justice, get that stuff cleaned up. Because yes, with the cops, I think it's independent. It should be a panel of the people.
Yeah, but the people's I get you but the people's not gonna do it. You already know that.
Well,
like for the most part, the people's not gonna do it.
We can definitely hire people up. You know what I mean, to get those positions. Yeah. We make them. We need 10 elected individuals. You know what I mean, to conduct independent investigations on police departments. You know what I mean? Yeah. And so we take the money out of the police department, route it over to them as salaries for them to do what they got to do, so they can handle to do what we need. So it's independent. It's people.
See, my thing is this: that okay. When it comes to these situations with the problem with police and corrupt police,
true,
is that it's transcending local jurisdictions and it has transcended state lines, where police officers all across America is corrupt. I'm not saying every single one of them, but they are. But police.
No, what you're saying is
all across America. So once something transcends state boundaries, it becomes a nationwide issue or a national issue or a federal issue. That's why I believe the federal government should step in. Now I get what you're saying is soul and black, but
true,
like with a lot of people I get it. So okay, I get what you're saying, but to me, realistically speaking, is that a lot of the American citizens are not in the right mindset. A lot of them are very, it's unfortunate for me to say this, but a lot of American people, a lot of American citizens are very fickle in the mind.
Mm-hmm.
So
I get you.
If there wasn't so much fickle-minded American people, then having something independent, like you said, would be an excellent idea. So I'm saying your idea is excellent, but the thing is that the civilians are just too goddamn stupid. So I feel like it should be left up to the federal government. My opinion. I'm
Well,
not saying I'm right.
No, I'm saying I feel you on that. If you're going to go to a federal, because I understand you're talking about, basically almost like a national crime syndicate of police.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's what you basically say. We have our own blue syndicate, if you want to call it that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Inside the police department, it's so spread out. It's all over the place. I get you. And the Fed would be the logical decision. I mean, it makes absolute sense. It's like the thing about it is, with the Fed, I need them to clean up before they can go clean up the rest.
Agreed. Yes.
You
Right.
get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And in the meantime, I'm like, well, in the meantime, all I can think of is like, that's what I said. I came up with the people because I know that's who's going to be the ones who are going to be from different jurisdictions. You know what I mean? Especially like in the city, that should be easy to do. We can get a couple people from different spots to and all they're doing is focusing on these good cops and bad cops. I mean, finding out where the bad cops are and getting rid of them. That's their own objective. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And the police can't do nothing about it. The mayor can't do it because the mayor should be the one who actually ejects these people.
Yeah.
Because the mayors are over the city, over the cops. If I remember correctly, that's how it goes. It's a chain of command. Goes to the mayor. Police commissioners connect to the mayor.
Yeah, it goes to the police commission is underneath the mayor, and underneath the police commission, you have the rest of the chain of command of the police.
Right. That's right. So the mayor should be actually the ones who get it done. You know what I mean? Because when they start talking about, when we're talking about police corruption, then that means it's more than just police corruption. It means mayor corruption.
Yes. Political corruption. Yes.
Yep. So that's where we got to climb up the chain. So it's like when people stop at the cops, I'm like, you can't stop at the cops. You got to follow it all the way to where it goes.
Thank you. Exactly. Yeah.
You got to see, and that's the thing. People are taking the easy. To me, the cops are the easy way out. That's the easy way.
Yeah, that's the easy way out. Yeah.
I mean,
that's the easy way out.
Drop it on them, but then don't even pay attention to the mayors, though.
Yeah, exactly.
And the sucker get reelected. I'm like, wait a minute, hold up, yo. How you gonna reelect this dude, man? If the cops are screwing up, that means that's his job. He's screwing up.
Yes. The mayors, and I'll even go as far as to say the governors.
Them too. As I say, you follow it up the chain.
Yeah. The governors, the city council, the state Congress. And even the U.S. Congress. I'll go as far,
Jesus, man, that's a mess up there.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, when you see things like this, it's the politicians' jobs to step in, put their foot up in the police's ass, and also put in stricter stipulations to alleviate these issues.
Exactly.
But they're not doing that. That's why, at the end of the day, it goes down to policies, but policies and also putting the right people in office to enforce these policies.
See, this is what in the age of social media, with all this information, I understand why they're censoring now, but prior to all that, we had an advantage of knowing what's up with a lot of these people. And it seems like people aren't studying her. I mean, they're going to take a little bit of their time. It's not a lot, but it's very important. Take a little bit out of your time to make sure when it's election time, you know who the hell you're dealing with and what you're dealing with.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a little bit of your time. Okay. It's not a lot, but you got to allocate it, because if you allocate it, you won't get the fucked up shit that we got right now.
Right.
That's very simple. And if we're monitoring and paying attention, we'll catch it earlier. Yeah, I mean, what's it? An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. We can do that. Yeah, I mean, that's what we should be on, instead of trying to fix the stuff afterwards, because this is a mess to try to fix it afterwards. They already did all kinds of stuff, dug in, did all kinds of crap. We gotta kill all that shit too.
Yeah,
it's more work.
Yeah, exactly. And basically, in order, what you're saying, Solar Black, to make that work, really, I believe that if we, especially as so-called black people or black men, we have to be in a position economically so that we can control politicians when it comes to lobbying.
No doubt.
Yeah, because money in politics, unfortunately, in America goes hand in hand.
Well, we see it every time. We
see it every time.
Campaign contributions. They're constantly getting campaign.
Exactly.
Money in politics go hand in hand. We know how this works.
Exactly. So we ain't surprised. And I've been saying this for years, Solar Black. We have to get into lobbying. And that's the way that's the way we can have a lot of leverage upon a lot of these politicians, whether on the local level, state level, and even on the federal level.
Exactly. But the thing about it is moving the pendulum of not doing mofos to doing mofos is the worst. Yeah. It's more energy to get them forward. And it's crazy because it's for us anyway. So I'm just like, why am I fighting so hard to push you forward to do something that's beneficial for you, me, and everyone else like us? I mean, why is that so much work? It's crazy.
Soul and Black, I hear over the years, you and I heard so many excuses when it comes to us speaking about solutions. Oh no, this is not our system. This is not our system. You know, even though we all pay taxes to this system, and the law consider us to be citizens of the system, therefore it's our system. You know, didn't the Constitution say for the people, by the people?
That's what I thought. Us? They're taking my money.
They're taking our money, so it is our system. We're financing it.
Exactly.
It is our system. You know, but nonetheless, we hear our people make these excuses saying it's not our system. You know, this don't belong to us. Oh, well, the man is going to stop you anyway. Oh, these people right there are going to stop you. You know, it's always this fear.
So let me get this straight.
It's always this. Hold on for a minute.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You good? You good? It's always when it comes. Okay, whenever we speak about solutions, you always have a sect of this space that will always come with this fear of white retaliation that's going to destroy our solutions. You know, it's like you know, you remember Public Enemy years ago. They made a album called Fear of a Black Planet.
Mm-hmm.
Well, in today we might as well say fear of white retaliation, because people, so-called black people, especially in this space, will always come with this fear of white retaliation as a way to shut down solutions that will help so-called black people. Go ahead, you got the mic. So
let me go ahead and say this right. Let me say this right off the bat. Wacky, you're not a white supremacist. I'm not a white supremacist.
Right.
These people who have that fear are white supremacists.
Yes.
Because they think of these white people as supreme over them already. They reveal they are white supremacist supporters or scared of white supremacy.
Right.
But they talk about it all the time. They're all about it. But the truth of the matter is, what's the saying? What did Snoop Dogg say? If you're scared, go to church. Because they straight up scared. I'm like, you guys support white supremacy more than I do. I got no issues. I'm like, I don't give a crap what they're on. I'm going to do what I got to do and handle what's got to be done. Period. You, on the other hand, you scared. I'm not scared. You see, and see, that's what kills me, because these guys run around talking all this stuff. And I'm like, you guys are all chokes. You're going to choke. Every time something come up, you'll choke up. That's all it is. The white man go, boo. They're going to choke. I'm like, man. See, you can't fight with them. They claim to be warriors and to be about the people. I'm like, how are you going to be about the people and you scared?
Exactly.
You scared. You ain't going to take no steps, because the real steps that they need to take, they ain't going to take. Let's keep it real.
They scared that some Kurt Cobain, rest in peace, looking motherfucker is going to come out from underneath their bed and say boo. You know, somebody that look like Brad Pitt, some Brad Pitt looking motherfucker gonna come out the closet out of nowhere, say boo. You know,
nothing to be scared of, dude. You need to be a man, handle your business. I mean, come on, man. This to me is just like, look, man. When I hear these guys talk, just from now on, when they start doing that, just say you're a white supremacist. That's gonna mess them up.
That's exactly what they are. White supremacists.
They're gonna be mad as hell. They're like, you're a white supremacist, man. What are you talking about? Yeah. Man, you every time we trying to do something, you always talking about how he gonna get us.
Yeah. Soul Black, you know what I find so funny, right? You know what I find so funny, Soul Black? Okay.
What?
Okay, you have the LGBTQ community.
Oh no.
Right? Which comprise of about what? Less than 5% of the American population.
Yes,
right?
sir.
You know, somewhere around there, less than 5% of the American population.
Yes, sir.
And the LGBTQ community for years was fighting to legalize themselves to have the right to be married in America for years, right? And there have been opposition to trying to stop them from doing from making that goal a reality.
Yeah.
But did the LGBTQ community fold? Did they fold and tuck their tail in between their legs and, you know, whip it like a dog and just surrender and stayed in fear? No. They kept on fighting. They kept fighting and fighting to the point that in 2015, the U.S. Supreme Court legalized gay marriage, gay and or lesbian marriage, right?
Same.
Now, I'm not telling anyone to agree with the lifestyle. Nope. So I'm not telling anyone to agree with the lifestyle. But what I am trying to say is respect the respect the effort and the organization that the LGBTQ community was able to bring together in order to accomplish their goal.
A small populace, right? A small
populace,
smaller than the black community, easy.
Smaller than the black community, right? Who was getting retaliation from all sides, and they still were able to fight and have their goals accomplished. So, if a populace that's smaller than Black America can actually succeed in accomplishing their goals on a political level, on a socio-political level, what is stopping so-called Black America from doing the same? And we have a higher population than the LGBTQ community. We do.
Yeah, we do. But thing about it is, we have, well, only recently they're starting to let some of these people be able to vote. Because if you had a record, you couldn't vote. Remember that?
Right.
So they're just now starting to release that. But that hurt our numbers because we had lost a large chunk of our population being able to impact the ballot box. We couldn't even impact the mug because it's like it's not enough of us to impact it with. You know what I mean? Because that reduced us below in a certain regard to the LGBTQ. I'm talking about black men. I ain't talking about the black populace as a whole.
Right.
Now, when we talk about the black populace as a whole, most of the black populace votes Democrat, which most of the time destroys us. So that's kind of crazy. But okay, to each his own. I mean, I think we got a track record to look at. I'm not saying the other party isn't without some stains and stuff too. Okay, but because I'm an independent, so I got to look at both. Right. It don't really matter. I just noticed where more bleeding's coming from, if you want to call it that. It's bleeding more over here. So I'm like, yo, that's my point on it. But we could do some things. We won't do some things. I think pretty much Black America is pretty much complacent. There's nothing else. There's only, like I said, there's only a few that are not so, and it's going to be limited numbers of us to get stuff done. But everybody's going to want to reap the reward of it, it sucks because it's like, you know what I mean? It's good, but it sucks too because it's like, damn, we put all this work in and you mofos didn't do shit.
What you doing for the community? What you doing for the community?
Hey, man, I was on that. I was brought up because, I come from a different era. Mm-hmm. So I'm a Gen Xer. And I guess in the late 70s, early 70s is when late 60s when I was born. But so I grew up and I saw different things, and it was cool because it wasn't too far for me to see Black Power and all that stuff and people being community and working stuff out and getting some things done. But man, I don't know what happened. Somewhere around the 80s and the 90s, man, that sucker went zhoo. We lost all of that. And I still try to maintain and hold it, but looking at our current mindset, it's you just can't. It's hard to do that because you have to be realistic about our participation in our own elevation. You have to be mindful that we have to look at we're not really participating in our own elevation. It's like a lot of us are out to lunch, man. I mean, real talk. They'd rather get into whatever whole culture, whatever culture. Thought culture, I mean, all kinds of other stuff. We pulled to too many directions. We need to get central. We need to get focused. We got to drop off some stuff, but we can't because there's so many of us. So the younger generations are already got swooped up in a lot of this already. It's like, oh man, we're gonna have a hard time fixing this. This is not going to be easy. I can tell you that.
Yeah, it's not going to be easy.
I have hope to a certain extent, but I also have reality. I'm just, you know what I mean? I'm just like, oh man, it's unfortunate. I don't want to be down on our people, but our people need to wake up and pay attention. Really wake up. I'm talking about no bullshit. Real wake up.
Really wake up. Not this fake woke stuff. And the thing is that in order to get things done, we need to do things on a collective front. When you can't, which means that you have that, which in a collective front, which means that you have to have close to or at least 50% of black male populace to be on board to fix things. You can't sit there and rely on 10 to 20% of the black populace to solve the problems, to put in the labor and solve the problems for 80% of black America who don't want to put in any work to do shit.
Well, see, that's what they're doing. Well, you can have it, but what it's building is the thing that they don't want. Because something we know in this world, you don't get nothing for something for nothing. Nothing comes for free, so to speak. So if the black, you talking about the black elite, then you gotta dance to their drum. You know what I mean? If you're gonna let them put in all that work and you're not involved in it, but you want to reap the rewards and benefits of it, you're not going to just reap the rewards and benefits. You're also going to be reaping what they want you to do. Okay,
right.
It comes with the package. Okay, right. If we're more participant, like you said, we have a larger chunk of the population involved, then that can't be a problem. But since we don't, now we're reduced to these folks make the decision, and we're just gonna have to dance to that tune, or we're gonna have to get out of here, gotta bounce.
You know what? I'm to the belief that, listen, if 80% of the populace wants 20% of the populace to do all the hard work, then only 20% of the populace deserves to reap the benefits. The 80% could just starve. Up to that point. Because listen, my father taught me the same principle. Ain't nothing in this world free. Whatever you want, you're going to have to bust your ass to get it. My father taught me that ever since I was a child. You ain't getting shit for free.
Well, but you can't. But see, in a lot of Black Americas, you got to think a lot of Black America is getting shit for free, technically. You know what I mean? If you're talking about you're talking about social services. Yeah, that's abused ridiculously. Yeah. Okay, if we're honest with ourselves, we know that it's being abused. And a lot of these sisters are getting, Black women, they're getting away with murder. You know what I mean? They're just getting away with a whole bunch of stuff for free. You know what I mean? I'm just like, damn, yo.
I mean, but with that comes is their homes being broken for free.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's the cost.
High crime rate. They get it for free. No, it costs taxpayers, but they get it for free. They get their household for free. You know, so what happens is they get broken households, failed children, children that can't read, children that's stuck in the system as far as the foster care system, the juvenile / penitentiary prison system, or even their child being shot dead in the street. That bullet go inside their head for free. So if they want to get those things for free, then guess what? As a result, they'll get havoc for free. And if that's what they choose, then you can't sit there and start crying about, can we please stop the violence? No. Because if you're accepting,
you're raising the violence.
If you're accepting, if you're accepting the things that come alongside with dysfunction, then you're raising the violence. So you're actually enabling the violence. So hey, go ahead.
Yeah, like I said, if it wasn't for the Most High, man, I'd been cut mugs off. Real talk. Yeah. Because I'm like, man, it wasn't for the Most High. You hear me? Because, man, real talk. Because they don't I can see, like you said, they don't deserve it. I'm going to be honest. A lot of what our people are getting is not deserved. But then it is deserved on the other end because we have consequences. They keep acting like, no, there's we shouldn't have any consequences. There is no such thing.
There's no such thing. There is
You've
no such thing.
You've been on the planet long enough to know that lesson. Come on now.
Yeah.
Come on now. You act like, oh, there should be consequences. No, there are consequences. There's good and bad. This is how it goes. It's up and down. You guys, you got to be careful and mindful of what I don't know, man. It's just it's frustrating. It is frustrating. The worst. It's worse to see it. I hate looking at it. That's what that's what sucks. That's why I don't want to watch a lot of stuff because I'm like, I don't want to see this. Why? Because I just don't want to see it, yo.
Yeah.
I've seen that.
Yeah.
But you know, for some of us who got the mind right, they'll be. But see, that's the part that makes me mad too, because you go and you push through this stuff. You don't give a crap. You ain't afraid of the white man. You ain't afraid. You're gonna do your thing, and all of a sudden you get successful and stuff. Now you hate it. How's that work?
Now you hate it. Now you hate it. Now you're trying to be Caucasian.
Oh man.
Oh, now you think you're better than everybody. It's all these things. I'm like, what? All because a person worked their ass off to accomplish individual goals for themselves, in which what they're supposed to do. So because a person become productive, then it's all this negative these negative assumptions that's made about that person. Come on, man.
Well, see, they had this mindset. Now that they got up there, they owe their people. Okay, so we owe our people. But I'm like, okay, I can understand. You could say we owe something to our people. I got you. But don't the people owe us something too?
Right.
And what is that?
But
Exchange for exchange. Y'all need to get off your ass and be about this business. Real talk.
Right. Listen, Soul and Black, an individual, whether they're black, white, yellow, green, or blue, whatever. If they work their ass off to become in a position where they are extremely productive and they have a large amount of residual income or disposable income, guess what? You don't owe nobody shit.
No, you don't. You
don't owe nobody shit with the exception of your children.
Pretty much. That's it.
That's it. With the exception of your wife and children or husband and children, what have you. Outside of that, you don't owe nobody shit. So I'm tired of motherfuckers going to, the small amount of productive brothers and sisters telling them you owe us because we have the same skin color. Fuck you. Okay?
Hey.
Fuck you.
Yeah, I love my skin tone. I love all that, but come on, man. Come on. They're asking a whole lot, man, and giving you nothing. I'm like,
asking a whole lot.
Come on, man. You're gonna have to give something up, yo. Like you said, ain't nothing for free. So if you're gonna get this, you're gonna do something for me too. You're gonna do something for us. Fuck that. If you committed to it, then be committed to it. But don't come here just because you remember I used to tell you, I used to hate this. Every time I see they come to me with their hands up.
Yeah.
Hands out. What the hell, yo? It's like, yo, man, do this for me. Oh man, I don't want to do that. But you came to me with your hands out, but you don't want to do this for me, but you want me to do that for you. What kind of crap is this, man? Come on, man.
Well, they want to have their cake and eat it too.
Nah, you got to play fool for them.
Yeah,
you got to play fool, and I'm like, that's wrong. You asking our people to play fool all the time, man.
Right.
Stop that.
Nah, man. Listen. I'm like, see, the type of person I am. I'll teach you how to fish, but I ain't giving you shit but a fishing pole.
And that's if you got a spare to give. You got a spare to give.
Don't worry.
That might be for my son right there.
You know what I'm saying? I have a spare to give. I'll give you that fishing pole and teach you how to fish. But that's it. That's it.
He said, that's it. Then I'm done, yo.
And once I teach you how to fish, you on your own.
Less is over.
That's it.
What do I do
next? Fish, you on your own.
Fish, Negro.
Fish. Do what I taught you. Put the bait in the hook. Attach put some new string on the fishing pole. Tie the ends to the hook. Put the bait on the hook and throw your shit out there.
Hey yo,
and put that work in. Yeah.
Hey man, it's worthy. It feels better when I can do it myself. I do say, I like other people's cooking. You know what I mean? I like everybody. I think everybody does. They kind of like other people's cooking. But when you can cook something you really want and you do it yourself, it's so satisfying. It's so satisfying.
Yeah.
Hold on 1 second, dude.
This is and this is what I can't stand about our people, because our people have this deep, what I call this deep-seated welfare mentality, in which we expect in which we expect to for someone else to give us something that we could get for ourselves. I don't like that. I don't like that mentality at all. My family has that mindset, and even so-called Haitian Americans, they have that mindset. It's like, oh yeah, you have to go donate and help, give money and help the people in the country and what have you, which I understand. I'm not saying, which I understand. Yes, Haiti's very poor, and you have to go. Haiti's very poor, and it would be a good thing to be charitable and send money to people out in Haiti and do these things. But the thing is that in the country, what you have now is sort of what you see in Black America, where people just continuously have their hand out. It's like, okay, why can't you come and fix the country? With all the resources that you have domestically within that country, you could be an independent, a truly independent and sovereign entity, not only on paper, but economically, socially, and what have you. But it's like the people in Haiti, they're not trying, or they're not doing enough effort to get rid of the corruption that's going on internally. What they're doing is relying on their family members that live in Canada, the United States, or out in Europe to keep giving them money, looking for a handout. It's like, come on, man.
Yeah, but see, Haiti, man, I long ago I thought about this. I said, man, because I was talking about farming and we need to get our own food and all this. I was talking, man. I was like, man, Haiti, man, we need to go hook Haiti up, because Black Americans in Haiti, we should be hooking. We could work together if necessary. So Haiti would be dope, because Haiti is separate from a whole bunch of stuff. So they can't do certain things, but through our connections with Black folks in America, we can still get it done. So it's like, we can work with each other and build Haiti up and get it. Because Haiti is the one true recognized representation of rebellion against the powers that be, white supremacy.
Right.
You know what I mean? They actually did it. I mean, recorded. Now, we didn't do it here in America. Ours was kind of buried, but you know what I mean? But Haiti, we know for sure it's up front. It's up front. It's like, well, Haiti did it. Also, let's hook up Haiti. Let's work with Haiti. You know what I mean? What? I got to go to Africa. I ain't got to go to Africa. I can go to Haiti right now. Haiti's like a hop over we fly right over there and go get it done.
Yeah.
I'm like, let's hook up Haiti.
Less than 2 hours away from Florida. Less than like 90 minutes away from the coast of Miami.
Yeah, well, I gotta go all the way to Africa. I can go right here to Haiti. Haiti already did the thing, so let's go ahead and try to build from there. On our side of the hemisphere, they're right here with us.
Yeah, and with the type of weather it has in Haiti, you could have like 2-3 harvests a year. When it comes to farming in Haiti,
we could hook up Haiti.
Yeah,
I know we could. Yeah, I know we could, and they'd be like, "Yo, Haiti could be hooked up." And true corruption's got to be weeded out and cleaned up, because that's what's messing up most of everything when we talk about anything. It's corruption. People keep boasting and supporting it. I'm like, you can't boast and support it. You know what I mean? The corruption is so deep now. It's screwing up everybody. You got to recognize that now. I mean, you can't keep ignoring that.
Yes, the corruption, and the corruption is both internal and external. But when you get rid of the internal corruption, a lot of the external corruption goes away.
Yeah, fade off.
Because it'll die off, because when a group of people are united together and there's very little to no corruption, there's very little an outsider can do. Because a lot of times when we talk about Haiti, yes, we speak about the impacts that America had and still have on Haiti and France and what have you. Yes, there is an international factor that's keeping Haiti in a disenfranchised state. But if Haiti do the things what they do internally to get rid of the internal mess in Haiti, it's gonna be very difficult for other countries to come in and take advantage. See, one main reason why countries like Haiti and all over the Caribbean and even countries in Africa, one of the reasons why America and Europe is very successful in owning a lot of resources is because of the divide and conquer strategy that these countries put inside the places like Haiti and different countries in the Caribbean and Africa. Too many people so divided amongst each other, amongst themselves, that it's easy for an outsider to come in and take over.
Well, see, that's the thing. By now, that trick should be well understood. You know what I mean? It's like,
yes,
this is like a no-brainer. We should know that they're going to try to do the divide and conquer stuff. Let's kill that right off the jump. We won't. You make the rule that part we won't allow. Whatever side you are on, we just won't allow that. Period. That's a law. Period. We're not letting anybody get away with that. So that divide and conquer. If we're going to divide, we're going to do it on our own terms. We're not going to let them do it.
Right. Exactly. But but even then, like I'm going on to what I was previously saying, in Haiti, you just got people with their hands out and making little effort when it comes to improving the country domestically. It's fucked up. Yeah.
I wish it wasn't, because people were taking off to Cuba, but they ain't taking off to Haiti like that. I'm like, yo, man.
Yeah.
We should be going. They go to Jamaica or whatever. I'm like, oh, Dominican Republic's on the other side. So y'all want to go there? You skip Haiti. We need to take care of Haiti too, yo. Yeah, Haiti wouldn't have that problem. We can work. I mean, I'm just saying, for Western Hemisphere, America and Haiti, there should be some kind of black folks with Haitians should be a cool thing. Just like we should be cool with Jamaicans. We should be. It should be like all of us are on this Western Hemisphere. We should be able to make shit happen over here. Paradise over there.
Yes.
And see, that's when you go, well, we go to Haiti or we go to Jamaica, we get preferential treatment because, you know what I'm saying? Not the white folks. They be like, nah.
Yeah.
The white folks be envious of us. They be like, yeah, you know, how can y'all get it so good? Because, you know what I mean? We family up in this mug. You ain't family like that. Now you can talk about black unity. But see, we don't, we don't, I don't know, man. It's like the hardest thing. Like it's the hardest job I ever had in my life. I've never had no job as hard as trying black unity.
People will kill you because you trying to have some black unity. Just look at the leaders we had in the past.
Yeah.
Ain't that some shit?
Both inside and out.
Both inside and out. We're trying to take your life because you're trying to unite a certain people.
It's like, damn, yo.
Both inside and out. Yeah.
Because it's envy and it's simple stuff, dumb stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm jealous, or I'm envious, or I'm coveting, or some dumb stuff. I'm like, yo, man, this is what's stopping us. You want to know what's in the way from us getting it? Can you move those out the way? Nah. Okay. Well, then you don't want it. That's why I said our people don't want it. They asked for it, but then don't want it. I don't get it. It makes sense to me.
Exactly. So with that, Soul and Black, I'm about to head out. So I'm about to end this stream. So are there any final words that you'd like to make?
Nah, bro. Other than thanks, man. I appreciate it. I just came. I saw you pop up. I wanted to see what's happening. You know, I want to come check out. I ain't gonna jump on a lot of people's panels, but I'll come on yours. But I ain't.
Go ahead. Oh, yeah.
I ain't gonna jump
most definitely. So I appreciate that. Yeah. You know, I always appreciate you hopping on it. You know. So
I appreciate you because I know you do. You try to tell it like it. That's what I always loved about you. You always try to tell it real.
You
always try to tell it real, man. It don't get a lot of love, man. All that other pandering shit does, but they're telling it real, man. They don't really like that too much.
Yeah, they don't really like that. You know what I say to them? Fuck them. Fuck them. You know, because I'm always tell it like it is. And people don't understand. This is me in real life. So you know me in real life. This is me in real life.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm not acting.
No, you're not. That's why I like it. Ain't too many people know me up close in person. You do. And I was like, yo, it's because my boy real, yo. He ain't that bullshit. Yeah. I don't want them phonies around, yo.
and Soul and Black, you real too. Real life and online. That's why I fuck with you.
Man, I can't. let's see, you know, they call me everything, so I don't know. It don't even matter. I don't care. They can say
ain't shit.
Nah, man, they talking about the legend, and then they call me, and then under their breath they call me all kinds of other shit other than child God. So I'm like, yo, I don't even take consideration on all that. When you real to real people, like we met each other, we know what's real, so we ain't got to deal with all that.
Exactly. Yeah,
man. You ain't gotta deal with all that.
Yeah, and you know, I'm gonna keep being real, and that's it, and that's all I can be. That's all I can be. You know, these people in this space, they want to pander, they want to grift, they want to play an acting part. Go ahead. You know?
I'm just laughing, yo. Yo, you said, go ahead. Hey, let them do all that, yo. Yeah. We see where it goes. We already know the end result. It's like we've seen this, yo. Man, this is a rerun again. Here you guys go again. Y'all will slow. Y'all really don't want this, yo. You're lying to me. I know you are, so that's cool. Yeah. Real recognize real is what they say, right? Okay, then. There you go.
Real recognize real, and real recognize bitch ass niggas too. Shit. Real recognize real, and real recognize bitch ass niggas too. You know, this is why a lot of people in this space, in this current Black Manosphere 2.0 space, I don't fuck with, man. Yeah, I don't fuck with. And I keep saying this. I said fuck Manosphere 2.0 as a staff, an online space, and as a motherfucking crew. And if you got a problem with that, then fuck you too. Shit,
you gonna pull that out?
Yeah. I'll pull that hit him up shit.
Hit him up.
Yeah.
You pocked him, yo. You pocked him. Why you pocked him, yo?
And I really mean it. Shit, I don't, you know, and because it's a lot of bitch ass shit that I just don't even get. I don't get the constant complaining about bad quality pussy. Excuse my language. You know,
last place, man. These are last place chicks, yo. Dudes are scrounging for last. I'm like, dude, we don't, dude. Black men, we are way above last place, dude. Way above that. We're damn pushing to the top of the food chain, and you want to go back and try to dig from. I mean, dumpster diving. That's what we are.
Right. Dumpster diving. Face first. Dumpster diving. Face first. Head first. You know, no. Yo, so remember during the one.
Yo, man, I can't believe they dumpster diving for real.
Yo, so remember during the 1.0 days when we speak about the opposite sex, when we're critiquing the opposite sex, the frustration was there's not enough sisters who are not in last place. Mm-hmm. There is a severely small amount of sisters who are not in last place, but they're being overshadowed by the ones who are in last place.
Yeah, that's what I call the reverse. I reversed it down. I said, actually, there's a shortage of quality Black women for Black men. Actually, there's less than them because if you think about it, we talk about it. Like you said, we already did this. We already know. So if there's not enough of them for us, well, why the hell are we trying to get? I'm not dumpster diving. I'm not doing that, dude.
Right. But at least that we were speaking about the lack of quality Black women. But now these motherfuckers are crying over not having sexual access to last place female. In which, in reality, when it comes to last place females, everybody got access to their vaginas.
Come on, man.
Because that's one reason why they're in last place. There's some big time whores, but the thing is, you should not strive for that.
Well, see, that diminishes us. That's what I'm trying to understand. I'm like, they turn around and make this seem okay. I'm like, dude, that diminishes us. That means that we're dumpster diving. And dude, now how am I dumpster diving and I'm driving a fucking BMW?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What the hell does that look? That don't even look right. I'm in the dumpster. Right. I'm digging in the dumpster, but I got a fly ride. My clothes is dope. I was like, what the hell? Y'all tripping, yo.
Digging in the dumpster and want to get my fancy clothes dirty. Digging in the dumpster, you know?
What? It's back. I can't even fathom that. I'm just like, how could you guys reduce yourselves? That's what I'm trying to get them to understand. You're reducing yourselves, pulling from this. In other words, they have no problem. They have no problem trying to make you strive to step up, right? Right.
Mm-hmm.
But why is it that we're not turning around when they're actually in last place? We should be making them strive to step up. What the hell are you talking about? It should be the other way around. Now we trying to get from the what the hell?
That's
Shit's
what
backwards,
I've
man.
been
It's like,
saying. Yeah.
oh my god, I can't even. I don't know. These guys got flim flam and bamboozles, man. It's like they got bewitched or something.
Man, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you.
But that's a whole nother subject. But all right, yo.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, that's for a whole nother subject, man. We can speak all day, but yo, I do have to go.
But
you
good, man. Be safe.
Yeah, you be good. Come back anytime, man. Thank you for coming
Shalom.
on here. All right, shalom, bro. Shalom, bro. Yeah. But you know what? I might upload this on Black Junction TV. This is not staying on YouTube. Yeah, this ain't staying on YouTube. I'm gonna upload this on my Black Junction TV. So anybody that wants to watch that wants to, watch the archive of this video or watch the playback of this video, you're gonna have to go on Black Junction TV. Yeah, because this ain't staying up on here. Fuck that. For those of you that don't know, I'm on Black Junction TV and I'm also on rumble.com. Yeah, so I have a channel on blackjunction.tv and also on rumble.com. So my channel on rumble.com, I'll be posting my political commentary, and on blackjunction.tv, I'll be posting my social commentary. And I'm only coming on here on YouTube in order to do open panels. That is it. Outside of that, I'm not staying on YouTube. So, and the link, or you can just go to blackjunction.tv and just type in the Wacky Word of O in the search engine, or you could go to rumble.com and type in the Wacky Word of O in the search engine, or you could go to my homepage. On my homepage, on my what's that shit called? All right, let me give you guys a screenshot, man. Let me screen share this shit. Yeah. Hold on for a minute. Let me show you guys a screen share. All right. Yeah, right here. Right here is the link to my Black Junction, to my Black Junction page. Hold on for a minute. Over here is a link to my Rumble page, and over here is the link to my BitChute page, because I also have a channel on BitChute, but I don't know if I'm going to post a lot of content on BitChute, but I will be posting a lot of content on blackjunction.tv and on rumble.com. Let me show you guys this shit. Hold on. Let me share this screen. So this is my channel on blackjunction.tv. So the videos that I already have up there are videos that you can see on YouTube. But in the future, I'll be posting videos on here, on this site, that will not be available on YouTube. And that go alongside with this video right here, this open panel, 8/10/21. So I'm gonna post this stream on this channel right here. So it will not be on YouTube. Fuck that. And also, let me show you guys my page on Rumble, on rumble.com. Hold on for a minute. Bear with me. Okay, this is my page on rumble.com. Even on Rumble, some of the videos that's now uploaded on my Rumble channel are videos that you can also see on YouTube. But in the near future, the videos that I'm going to post on this website, you're not going to see on my YouTube channel nor on my blackjunction.tv channel. I'm going to post a lot more of my political commentary on this channel right here, rumble.com. So just go to rumble.com, put the Wacky World of OTV on the search, type in the Wacky World of OTV on the search engine. You'll find my channel, or you could go to my homepage on YouTube and click the link, because I put the link of those other channels on my homepage. So yeah, man. Or you can go to blackjunction.tv and type on the search engine the Wacky World of OTV. You'll see my channel there. Or you can also go to my homepage on YouTube and you'll find the link to my Black Junction channel. Yeah. Because I'm not staying in this fucking YouTube shit. Fuck YouTube. I'm only going on here. I'm only coming on here to have open panels. Because on those other two websites, you can't have open panels like you can on YouTube. But as soon as either one of these websites allow me to have open panels like I can have on YouTube, I'm no longer going to be on YouTube. So it'll be a matter of time until I'm just fully invested in websites like blackjunction.tv and rumble.com. You know, blackjunction.tv, it's a so-called black-owned hosting website. You know, the person who owns it is a so-called black man, ADOS man from Newark, New Jersey. So I suggest a lot of you brothers and sisters, you know, if you haven't done so already, open up a channel, open up an account on Black Junction. And for those of you who create content, put your content up on blackjunction.tv. Oh, let me show you something. I'm gonna see. I'm supposed to leave, but I'm gonna stay here to show you guys something. Hold on for a minute. Hold on. I'm gonna sign in. I'm gonna show you something on which relates to blackjunction.tv. Okay, I'm going to sign. Okay, hold on for a minute. Bear with me for a minute. Hold on. What the fuck? All right. Okay, for those of you who are content creators on YouTube, okay, if you're a content creator on YouTube and you're thinking of posting or putting your content on blackjunction.tv, there's a shortcut in doing it. I'm going to show you. I'm going to sign in on here. All right. Let me screen share this. Okay. All right. This is my home page on my Black Junction. Hell no, never. On my Black Junction account, right? So let's say I click on here in the upper right-hand corner, the picture, the little logo of camera, and I upload a video. Now, in order to upload videos on blackjunction.tv, you can upload it yourself from your computer. You can upload a video from your personal computer, or you can import a video that's from another website, type in the URL of that video, click fetch, and then it's going to appear on blackjunction.tv. So let me give you guys an example. Okay, I'm going to post a video. Okay, I already have a video. Okay, I'm going to put a video I already have on YouTube, and I'm going to put it on blackjunction.tv, right? This video is going to be the video I made about. It's called Russell Westbrook traded to the LA Lakers, and guess who's mad, right? So let me copy the link to that video. Now I want to show you guys. What the hell? Hold on. Okay. Okay, this is my page, right? on Black Junction TV. As you can see, right now, I do not have that Russell Westbrook traded to LA video on my Black Junction channel, but I do have it on my YouTube channel. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to import that video that I have on my YouTube channel and put it on my Black Junction channel. So I copied the URL or the link from my YouTube page, which is this, and I'm going to click and I'm going to fetch it. Look, import video, and look, the picture gallery is already set in place. The title's already there. You know, the video description that I got from YouTube, and even the tags that I put from YouTube, right? And all I just got to do is change the category. So this is a video concerning sports, so I'm going to put in the sports category. I'm going to publish it. And boom, it's officially on my Black Junction channel. So that's a shortcut for all you guys on YouTube who already have content on YouTube. If you're thinking of having a Black Junction, if you're thinking of opening a channel on blackjunction.tv, you don't have to go through the long process of, you know, uploading a video from your computer straight to Black Junction. You could just import the video that you have on YouTube straight to Black Junction by just copying the link from your YouTube, the video from any video from your YouTube, and just importing it on your Black Junction channel. So that's some pretty cool shit. So now, look. So now you guys see it. Russell Westbrook trade to LA Lakers, and guess who's mad? Me. That's the title of that Russell Westbrook video that I had on YouTube. That's now also on Black Junction. Yeah, man. All right, so I'm out of here. You guys have a very good day. Peace.